Is it weird that when someone's like, oh, he just refilled his Kool-Aid or something like that?
They definitely do it to get a rise out of you, for sure.
I don't think you know why. You know why sometimes I have a thing and don't think it's to get a rise sometimes because I agree with you for the most part. But then I like when I watch. Let's say I'm watching Joe Rogan show, right?
Yeah.
And I read the comments. I don't say it's a well-known fact, but he said on numerous cases he doesn't read the comments. He doesn't care about them. When people go on there and be like, he's a shill for whatever.
Yeah.
Did they say that to get a rise out of him, or did they say it because that's how they really feel?
Well, I'll say they probably... They'll say it as a joke, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they won't actually believe that he's a shill, but like they'll just liken it to shilling. Like it'll be the joke. You know what I'm saying? So it's like let's say we do an ad, right? And we plug in the ad real quick. Someone's like, oh, they're selling out right now, right? They don't actually think we're selling out. That's their way of acknowledging that we're about to play an ad. So they'll say it that way. They'll say it in like an edgy way to get a rise out of us, but they don't actually think we're selling out. They know we're just doing what we got to do.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Nah, but they go pretty hard on those Rogan comments, bro.
Right. Well, I mean,
the show like for the FBI.
Maybe some people are just retarded, right? But like a lot of the time, if Joe Rogan were to single out one person, if they were to single out one person and like reply to their comment, you know, some people would double down because they might actually believe that, but most would just be like, "Hey man, big fan. I don't actually think that. I'm just playing around. Just kidding. You can't do a joke. You're a comedian. You can't, like that's the type of shit they would do." Like you saw how like after you'd even play it, like it was anything racist. He didn't say anything that weird after.
Yeah.
He didn't do any other things that would. He didn't ask if you like fried chicken or watermelon or grape or anything like that. So they don't actually believe it. They're trying to be edgy. That's why I said 4chan is like the opposite spectrum of Twitter.
Gotcha.
You know, because it's actually just like harmless people, just like being edgy.
It just seems so like it just seems like it puts you, it makes you it makes you a certain type of person.
Mm.
Like,
what do you mean?
Let's say, like, you know, when you watch, let's say you watch a movie, right? And the dude who's in the movie, or let's say you have a main character in the movie and he goes to a bar. When he goes to the bar, there's like a douchey guy. Like, why would you want to be the douchey guy?
Right.
Like, that person to me seems like the type of person who is the douchey guy.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Nah. That's that person. Well, what do you mean? You mean like on Twitter they call him the Chad, like the jock type of dude, or like, or like when you say douche, you mean like really obnoxious.
If he had enough eyes on him in the bar, I feel like definitely.
Nah.
Really?
Nah. That person probably would never leave the house.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so weird to me.
Twitch is like is really, I don't want to say it's subverted. It's kind of easy to understand. But yeah, they're definitely not that type of person. I don't think so, at least. Those type of people don't. Those type of people aren't on the internet like that.
Douchey Chad guy.
They are, but not. They don't go on like.
Well, it's not that. Look. Let me rephrase it. It's not that I think he's the same. I feel like I'm in deja vu. It's not like he's the same dude that goes into the bar and he's Chad, like spiked hair, mad grease, or whatever.
Did I say Chad?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's the same person. It's weird. Yeah. It's the same person.
Yeah.
I definitely don't see them being that person. I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, I see them being the person who takes chances on jokes that it would literally only be funny to them. No one else would think it's funny, but they would think it's funny, and they would keep trying to be funny, even though it's just like everyone's just like, I don't. I was with you until.
Right. I guess so. I think I'm just. It probably wouldn't be in that public of a setting.
Oh no, I don't think so. I'm just saying that,
like, that's just the type of person they are in general.
Yeah, I feel like in general, like, I feel like the person might not be Chad, only because he doesn't look like Chad.
Right. Yeah.
If he looked like Chad, it will be the same person.
Yeah, I guess.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's a very.
He's an internet Chad.
He's definitely, because really the original troll, if you think about it, is Chad.
Yeah.
The original troll.
Literally, like, that's what they did in the school.
First of all, you know what? Now that we're on this, we're gonna have to sit here for who knows how long and really break this down. I'm sorry.
Nah, it's all good.
A troll is a bully.
I don't think a troll's a bully.
How?
Because the troll.
Well, a troll has like a specific aim for a specific.
The bully wants to be your. Does the bully want to be your friend?
No, the bully doesn't want to be your friend. The bully is harboring anger from somewhere else, and he's taking it out on you.
Yeah, so a troll wants to be your friend.
How?
Because they'll stick around. They'll stick around forever if you acknowledge them. If you acknowledge them, like at least once or twice, they're gonna keep staying on because they're lonely, right? The trolls are lonely, so like they need the attention. They want the attention, so they're gonna say anything that they think you'll respond to. And if you respond to it once, they're like, okay, that got him. I'm gonna do it again. If that doesn't get them, they're gonna try something else because they succeeded one time. Because they want your attention, so they want to be with you.
Well, maybe I'm so out of my because to me.
What's up, Apple Addict? How you doing?
What's up, bro? To me, it just seems like a troll is just a different version of a bully. Like, cause on the surface, I'm looking at it like this. I'm like, a bully says stuff that bothers someone and keeps picking at them.
Right.
A troll does the same thing.
Right. It's just the only that was the only reason why I made that. Like, I asked and made that distinction.
If a bully wants to be your friend,
yeah.
I mean, later on in life, I guess. But.
Maybe, but if you fight back against that bully, he's gonna stop bullying you. You can't.
But then they do become friends though after that.
Right, but that's not because he doesn't start bullying you because he wants to know you better, right? Or he wants to stick around.
So the troll definitely. That's why the troll does that.
I think so. I could be wrong, but I've never seen a troll like if you fall for the troll's bait, they always stay around.
That's just.
I wish. Backwards.
I really wish I was on. I really wish I was on social media more to understand this. Because
at least on Twitch. Twitter, not so much, but at least on Twitch, that's how I see it. But and some people are like some of the biggest trolls that I've seen on Twitch are like huge donators, really really big donators. Like they give them.
It almost reminds me of Eric Cartman.
When I say a massive amount of money, I'm talking about like 6 figures, not 6 figures. I'm exaggerating, but damn near 6 figures.
That's crazy.
A year, yeah.
That's insanity.
Yeah.
I guess when you put it that way, like a bully's not giving you money.
That's what I'm saying. But that's just something like I don't see. That's like the route of a troll, right? It's all love and everything, but they're still trying to troll you.
Just to bother you, and then for you to be their friend later.
Not to be their friend later, but you'll know them. You'll know who they are, because they want your attention.
And those two people remain friends, like.
I don't know about friends, but they remain
in contact.
Like if Apple Addict, I'm just gonna use you as an example. Let's say tomorrow Apple Addict starts to troll us, but he's in here all the time. But each time he's in here trolling us, like a bully's not gonna do that. Especially if we call Apple Addict out on it. I'm just using it as an example.
That is, maybe I gotta sleep on it.
It's weird. What you would have to see in action, right? Like you can be like I've seen so many times where it's just like I'm in a chat and someone is just like constantly shit talking the streamer, but they've been subscribed to the streamer for over a year, and they donate to the streamer, but they're shit talking. They're saying fucked up shit like you never be good at this game. You suck at this game while you're bald. Like they'll do this constantly.
Hold on. Now there's a soft spot in my heart for people who are bald because.
I'm thinking of a specific streamer named Macari, and they'll all just he even has
so it's like a hater. Is it a hater? Is it like a hater?
They don't really hate. They don't hate. They're giving him money every month.
This is a whole other entity. This is a whole other type of person.
It's a troll.
This is a new because to be honest with you, this is a new species of human being because this was not here when I grew up. When I grew up, you had bullies and you had haters, and that was it. There was like for whatever, there was like the good guy. Yeah. Right? Or the class favorite or the class athlete or whatever. Yeah. Then you had bullies in class, then you had haters. And then there's like the science team and like some other people who were in the school, right? Yeah. Those are the main species of like societal people.
Yeah, it was nerds, bullies.
And then athletes, whoever's in between. Popular kids, cheerleaders. Yeah. Okay? That was it. Like those were like the main people. And like I said, the science team, and they make robots. Like after
there's outcasts too,
and the outcasts.
The trolls are probably the outcasts. The trolls are probably the outcasts. Yeah, I would say
no, so. But the outcasts would never. The outcasts would be damned if they give like the popular kids any sort of money or anything like that.
Yeah, but no, Twitch is Twitch isn't for the popular kids.
Okay, so. But you're telling me there's a whole. But you're telling me there's a new species of people out here now.
Wait, hold on. Before we get to it, right? Apple Addict says trolls. We're gonna get to the other question too. Apple Addict. He asks, do you think girls can have guys that are friends, or are guys always interested in more? Right. So we're gonna get to
the platonic friends question.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that after we try to analyze what trolls are on the.
Because look, I just need a little tiny bit of clarification. Yeah.
I think Apple does a guy that has a good point. He says trolls focus on being a nuisance to online communities or groups. Bullies target a single individual.
Wow. Okay. That's
a good point.
Yeah, that was pretty broke down. That was pretty good. So it's more of an ideal. Like it's more of an ideology. It's more of like the troll believes that they're standing up for a greater purpose, basically. Yeah, because when I think of a troll right now, I'm thinking of like the guy from V for Vendetta type of deal. No. Or like Anonymous.
No, I don't think
so. No, I missed it again.
I think there are trolls that would identify with that, but not all trolls are like that.
Okay.
So I feel like, what is it? I don't even think anyone that's into that mask is a troll.
Okay, but I'm saying that's just what it reminds me of. It's more like what he said. He said they're more going after an idea as opposed to like targeting an individual. That's what he said, right?
Nah.
No? Read it back. He said they're going after
He said trolls focus on being a nuisance to online communities or groups. I kind of think it's the class clown.
It might be the class clown. I also subscribe to it being the class clown. Yeah. Because the class clown, no one is safe with the class clown.
Exactly.
And I don't think anyone's safe for the troll either. Like, if a troll really wants it, from my understanding of it, if they really want to troll you, they're going to troll you. And same thing with the class clown. Like, it could be the class athlete. Like, the class clown has power over the class athlete. Right. And you see how... And everyone takes him better. Exactly. And he's friends with all of them. Even the teacher, but he'll still joke on all of them. Even if you go back, like, you can go back in time. We're really gonna get to that question. Yeah, we are. We could even go back in time to like medieval times. The jester, no one really fucked with him. Right. Except for the king. Except for the king, and even with that, like the jester could still have a joke about the king, and everyone would be like, he's the jester. Leave him alone." I read a funny thing about that where. Like Shakespeare, he wrote The Fool, or like in not ancient, but whatever type of literature. I guess it's classic literature. When you write The Fool or when you write the jester, they're supposed to know what's going on at all times. Oh, they're supposed to be they're supposed to be the only one in the book that like has a clear sense of what's going on. So they're allowed to joke about it. Whoa. This is blowing my mind right now. But right, if they joke too hard about it, or if they say a joke that like hits too close to the king, then they just like get killed automatically. Like, the king will like send them off. So it's like killed. A real comedian. Like he's really in the back writing jokes, and he's just like, look, I hope this shit don't get me killed. I'm gonna go say it anyway. He's probably more afraid of being politically correct than anyone on this planet. But that's why they're the fool. That's why they're always looked at as crazy, because like they really have to toe that line really well. But you have to be a genius to be a genius to know, like I don't say genius because if your life depends on it, you'll probably figure out anything. You could probably figure out like the world's most ridiculous, complex mathematical equation. Someone's like, I'm gonna kill you tomorrow if you don't figure this out. But still, to have that pressure on you and to still figure out what you got to say in order to not be killed, I'm going to be sleeping on that tonight. Now I'm going to do a whole week worth of research just on this, just so we come back to it. Yeah. But the question was what? Do you think girls can have guys that are friends, or are guys always interested in more? Well, those are two separate questions, actually. I'm not sure if you realize that. Those are two extremely, extremely separate questions. I think the first one is framed like in a relationship, right? If the girl's in a relationship, can she have a guy's friends? Well, that's not what I heard, so I don't want to take it that way. But from what it sounds like, from what I'm hearing is, can girls just have like a platonic male friend? Listen, I'm going to be honest with you, 100%, I don't think that's necessarily possible. Right. I'm serious. Yeah, I agree. Without someone feeling that they're getting the short end of the stick. Yeah, that's where I was gonna go with it. Because truth of the matter is, someone's gonna be looking at the other person like, wow, we hang out all the time. You're funny. I think I'm funny. We go out to eat or whatever the case is, and everything is dope. Why not just start a life with the person I feel most comfortable with anyway? Yeah. That's really... It's natural. It's natural. Now, personally, I think the guy is more likely to get hurt in that situation than the female is. However, if they want to really start that sort of, like, let's say, lifelong platonic friendship, it has to stay that, and there can't be any ounce of what a girlfriend would be.
Right.
In that scenario. So what does that mean? That means, okay, if I'm friends with her, right? And now a female comes in my life that there's the potential of ass.
Yeah.
Right? If I say, all right, Bree is the platonic friend. All right, Bree, I'm gonna go hang out with Jess for the week because there's ass involved. So later,
right.
After the second time I say that, she can't be like, we used to be friends.
Yeah, you can't do that.
You can't do that because I would never do that to a guy friend.
Yeah, exactly.
Never.
Right, yeah.
If it was a guy friend, honestly, I would make a joke out of it, but I wouldn't actually be upset.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, okay. But it would be all like foundationed, if that's a word.
Right, like he already know you're not serious.
Right, I would just be joking around.
Yeah, but the girl definitely gets
the girl is very serious. She's like, we used to be friends. You just dropped me because of whatever. And I'm saying that from experience, and I'm saying that from personal experience, and I'm saying that because I've seen it happen to other dudes also.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, I really don't think that a platonic friendship is cool, but if it's on a way lower level than what I'm thinking it is, which is like they go out every week or some shit like that. Like if it's like, yo, they call each other and they speak to each other like once every couple months. I guess if you want to count that,
that's like a childhood friend type thing.
I can understand that. Or if one of them is gay. Right. But other than that, it's
not
just,
really, bro.
I don't see it. If anyone could change my mind on it, fine. I don't see it.
It hasn't worked out for me. Hasn't worked out for my friends. Saw one friend get crushed by it. Destroyed by it. It's just like it's not.
It's almost like Bigfoot.
Oh yeah. It's like a couple of people have seen it, but no one believes them.
I mean, it's not like people have heard about it.
Yeah.
People have claimed to have seen it, but no one ever brings me real proof that it could work, or no one ever brings me real proof of it. It's like, they could be. You could have platonic friends, sure. Where do you have anyone to present that are just two completely platonic friends? Because you know what the problem is? The problem is if something goes wrong in the relationship, who's the first person you're gonna run to? Someone who's of the opposite sex. Who is your? I'm saying the first person you're gonna run to is that platonic friend who happens to be the opposite sex. Right. And in that time of need,
something might happen. Yeah.
Let's not even mention like if there's alcohol involved or something. Yeah. If there's alcohol involved and you guys are super comfortable with each other, kiss the platonic friendship goodbye. Maybe that's me being immature. I don't know.
But do you think like the I'll just call it a relationship or the friendship, do you think something like that? I guess what I'm about to say is that it'll probably be a certain circumstance where something like that could happen and they still remain like friends. Like they do something like that and they both understand. This is a very rare case, but they both understand that they're still just friends after that.
You mean like friends with benefits?
Yeah, but like not as, there's no label on it. They just happen to hook up one time or twice or, a couple times. It's just not regularly.
Listen, it could happen. However, this is where the issue comes in. This is to me where the problem comes in.
Right, because I think if anything, it's just that the male and female friendship that's like that is probably a little bit different than two guys or two girls.
Look, this is my issue with this. This is my issue with this whole scenario. Because I want to believe it could work. I'd love to have a bunch of platonic female friends running around. Right. I love it. Okay? The only problem is, unless we're talking about a new species of human beings, a new biological species of human beings that is absent of what we know as the ego. If there are human beings out there that don't have that, then yes. If someone is a monk maybe or something and has come to terms with, listen, my ego is just my ego and it doesn't mean anything. This other guy floating around my girlfriend doesn't mean anything. This other girl floating around my boyfriend doesn't mean anything. Or taking another step, you know, even though this is my friend and we have sex sometimes or whatever the case is, this other female that wants to be his girlfriend doesn't mean anything, and vice versa. If we're talking about a new species that doesn't have that, and it's never gonna happen, then yes, platonic friendship is possible. But that takes years and years of training,
of meditation.
It takes years and years of meditation and training. If you can do it, fine, but you'd have to live, because that's really what it boils down to. A lot of it, I would say, like a good 60 to 70% of it boils down to: can you handle if they have a platonic friend and what they may or may not be doing? Like, will that eat you up inside? Let's say you guys get into a fight. Will it eat you up inside? You'd be like, she's like, I'm leaving. I'm gonna go hang out with Jerry.
Yeah. And you was just saying you hate Jerry yesterday.
Where's your mom gonna go? Is your mom's gonna go? They're gonna have a couple of drinks. Jerry's actually kind of funny. Yeah. He's a pretty suave guy. They might do something afterwards. Yeah. And I'll never actually know. I'll never have proof. But every time Jerry comes over, if me and this guy make eye contact, I might make eye contact with him for a different reason. I might be making eye contact with him because I like to show respect when I'm talking to someone. He might be making eye contact with me because he just fucked my girlfriend, and now he's just looking at me in the eye to say, as like a chess move type of deal. Yeah. Can you handle that? If you can't handle it, then I don't think platonic friends should really be roaming around. I hate to fuck it up for everybody.
Right. I mean, it's reality.
It's reality.
And if you're in that situation, people think about it anyway. Or if you're in that situation, you're gonna think about it regardless.
All in all, because I was gonna say it's a younger person's thing, but it's really not. Because I was even having a conversation with someone who's older the other day, and she said the same thing. She said something along the lines like, every dude wants to set up this chess move where he has a female that he could bring around his wife all the time. This way, when he does cheat, she wouldn't be any the wiser because she's always around anyway. Right. If they're already thinking it that, if it's already being thought of that many, listen. Yeah. When she told me that, she was thinking years ahead of time. She's thinking like of a real like life chess move.
Yeah, she's trying to stop it from happening now because you saw the future.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't think it's possible, bro. I want to. I really want to, but I don't think we're evolved enough to even. I don't think we're evolved enough for that.
I think also you would, if it were to work, I think it'd have to be a group. I think it'd have to be like a group of people.
That's fine. Yeah. I think that's 100% fine. But it's still, to me, it's still muddy waters.
Yeah. You know, who knows? The only people that know what's going on in that group is the people in that group.
So, which I actually find to be a little bit worse. Because let's say I'm doing dirt.
They think they're family.
It's weird. Like, let's say I'm doing dirt. Let's say it ever happens. I'm not saying it will, but let's say it happens. I have this platonic female friend, right? And me and her cheat, or I cheat on my girlfriend with her. Yeah. Right? It's just one person who knows that I cheated. Yeah. Don't put your girlfriend through 10 people knowing that she got cheated on. That's, you know what I mean?
It's not funny. I'm not laughing.
It's just, don't do that.
I'm not laughing at that.
Don't do that, man. Yeah. Like, that will, like, that's why I say it's still muddy waters. Come on, man. That's why I say it's muddy waters, like, right. It's the group thing.
Cause that's usually I've been thinking about where I've seen it, and it's usually in groups. Not even usually. I'm just thinking about one in particular, and it's in a group.
But it's not the whole like we're texting back and forth all week as like regular friends.
Yeah, but I don't think that's friends. I'm sorry, I don't think that's friends. That's really not. I don't know what. And I don't think guys text each other every day like that.
That's the whole point.
Guys don't text each other every day, so I don't know why girls think we do that. And that's like the concept of a guy friend is like it's not that, yo. It's not. We're not talking every day.
Guy friends. It's just we text each other here and there. Yeah. Listen, I have high school friends that I consider to be like damn near family. Maybe they don't consider me to be that. I really don't know. Yeah. But I consider them to be somewhat family. And I haven't texted them in probably a year. Right. Or maybe 8 months to a year. Yeah. But it doesn't mean that I'm any less friends with. At least I don't think so. Yeah. You know what I mean? Maybe things have changed. I don't know, but I'm not looking at it any different.
Yeah.
I see them as friends / almost family, and I still haven't texted them in who knows how long. That's to me.
That's it.
That's exactly.
That's a great friendship, man.
To me, it's an excellent friendship. And I can say that with no ill intent in my heart.
Yeah.
Like I don't like talking to them. None of that. Because I love talking to them.
Yeah.
But my friendship with them is literally that. You know what I mean? We text each other. Who knows? Whenever we text each other, we text each other.
Yeah.
And sometimes we might even curse each other out for not texting each other for as long as we did.
Yeah.
But once we're all caught up within the span of an hour.
Yeah.
Listen, I can fill you in on all the gaps within an hour.
That's all it takes, man.
It only takes me about an hour. If things are really, 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 really bad, an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah. Come on, man.
You know what I mean? And then I might make fun of you about something you did in high school.
Yeah.
And you might make fun of me about something I did in high school. That's about it. But the other side of that with the female, it's not gonna be that. She's gonna start telling you about what her boyfriend did, some shitty relationship she used to be in.
What she had for dinner?
What she had for dinner?
Or what she wants to have for dinner?
She's so glad you're in her life. This sounds a lot like a regular relationship.
Right. And that's why if you're in there, you'll get mad and you'll say to yourself like, when they text you, you feel that text message. You know it's them. Mm-hmm. Before you even pick up the phone, you're like, why are you texting me? I'm not your boyfriend.
There's been too many times where I've looked at my phone like that. There's been so many times I literally look at my phone like this. Christ. Why are you texting me? Don't send me happy face. I don't want to know what the happy. Why?
That's just not. It's not necessary. We'll talk the next time we see each other.
I will talk to you when I see you at work, or I'll talk to you via social media or something, or maybe if I see you down the street,
I'll say what's up.
And that's still a maybe. I might have a train to catch. I think that's the best line ever when you don't want to really talk to someone. I got a train to catch. You might even be pointing somewhere where there's no train.
Yeah.
I had a train to catch.
Also, I come up with some BS excuses. It's like, the deli's. I gotta go get my food at the deli.
I gotta get my cold cuts.
They close at 5.
They close at 5.
Cause it's just like
my butcher closes at 5. I gotta get him, or else I won't have cold cuts for the rest of the month.
Yeah.
I need the first pick.
It was great seeing you.
It was good seeing you.
Don't say text me. Don't say it.
I've learned.
They'll text you.
So hard in my life not to say, I'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
Or I'll text you. I've learned it hard.
You ever seen the meme where it's just like that white kid and it looks like he's holding in like 700 coughs?
Oh yeah.
It's like a vein popping out the side of his head.
Yeah.
That's the feeling I get when I try not to say it.
It's so simple to say. That's the problem.
Because it's like at least me, I don't feel comfortable, or it feels really awkward to like just end on a goodbye and they're like still hanging around. Yeah. So like I feel like I have to fill that time in with something. And it has to be something other than text, like hit me up or I'll hit you up, or
I've learned now to just straight up say later. Yeah. Don't follow it up with anything. Later, I'll text you later, talk to you later, call you later. You really should just be ending on. If you don't really look, this goes back to this conversation. If you don't really want to talk to someone, you need to just end on later. Yeah. Later is so up in the air. Yeah. That it could mean anything.
It could mean tomorrow. It could mean in 2 weeks.
It could mean a year from now. I don't know. Yeah. But trust me, it doesn't. You don't have to spend your time talking to people you don't want to talk to. Yeah. You might feel you have to. You might feel like it's rude or impolite to not whatever. But just don't say it. You're putting yourself in a really tough spot. Yeah. It's a really bad spot.
And when we say you don't want to, it's not like we're talking about that gut feeling. That guttural feeling when you see that person, you're just like, oh my God, please don't come this way. Please don't walk this way. Please go the other way. Like, you know the feeling. It's not a fickle, like, oh, I just want to talk to him right now. It's that this person,
it's gonna drain my soul if I
take all my energy. Yeah. And whenever I talk to them, they don't listen to what I say, so I don't want to talk to them at all. You know the people. You know.
Listen, everyone has this person in their life.
Yeah.
Even it could.
We're officially switching subjects, by the way.
We are.
I think so. I think this is leaning more away from can girls and guys be friends?
Oh no!
I mean, it'll connect, but
it'll connect.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even want to actually go back. I want to actually go back. If anyone does have questions about that, I'll still answer them.
Yeah.
But I really did kind of want to go back into the identifying question thing that you
representation.
Yeah. And I think the original question was, do you need what is it? Do you need self-representation?
Do you think representation matters? Like seeing people who look like you doing different things in like the world, society, whatever label is needed. So like I'll use an example like Black Panther, where a lot of kids were like, "It's my first time seeing a hero that looks like me." Well, a lot. Did I say black kids?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, a lot of black kids were saying that.
Do I think it's important?
Yes. I would say it's fairly important.
Okay.
Not necessarily. Well, I guess movies and TV too, but I think it's like with all types of jobs, like seeing more of X amount of doctors or blank amount of doctors. I think it'll give kids more ideas on what they could do.
Okay.
And what they could be, because when all they say is like firefighter or a cop or a doctor, they never think of like I don't know, engineer or pilot.
Okay.
You know, or things like that. So I think it could definitely make a difference on what kids see and have an influence on what they want to be. But in the movies or so, or in media, I think it's like, I don't think it's that important. I don't think it's as important as people try to make it out to be.
I don't think it's important. I could listen. I can understand why someone would think it's important, or why someone would feel it's important. I don't think it's important. I think there are way more important things to deal with in life than whether you can be a superhero or not. Right. That's just how I feel. And I know some people will say, "Well, what about all the little Africans?" I gotta be very honest with you. And people say stuff like that. I gotta be really honest with you. I really don't. First of all, I don't think it's important, especially if it seems forced.
Right.
If it seems like someone said, "Okay, you know what? You've been complaining long enough. Fine, we'll put you there." It's almost even less important now because someone kind of just gave into you for it because you were begging.
All right.
So therefore, to me, I don't think self-representation is all that important. Because of that main reason I just said a little while ago, and number two, I think it's even more important for you to decide that you'll break a barrier than see someone else break it, and then you decide, okay,
I can also do that.
I can also do it. Because the person who decides to break the barrier didn't care.
Right.
There was a barrier there, right? The person who breaks it did not care to run through it. They just decided, I'm gonna do it.
Right. Oh, like it's just for them. It's not even an option. It's not even an option because they'll only see one type of thing. They'll only see like they can, like, let's take black kids. Yeah, let's take black kids for example. And now they're actually being told, which is unfortunate, that like you can either probably only sell drugs or shoot really well in basketball. And it's just like, one, why aren't they being told that they could? Well, I'm sure some parents are being told that they could be doctors and stuff, or like they can do anything else, right? You know, it could be architect. But if all they see is that one type of thing, then I feel like they'll be shooed into that area, or it's like it'll somehow put blinders on, and they won't think about that stuff. They'll only think that they could do this or that.
So when I hear that, right, I think to myself like, all right, first of all, who's telling them this? That's one of my main things. Whenever I hear that, I always think to myself, who is telling these kids this?
Like 2 Chainz just came out with an album that's called something or Jump Shot.
Either you're slinging wicked crack or you got a wicked jump shot.
No, that's from Game. Well,
No,
he probably got them from something else. Oh, yeah.
Either you sling a crack or you got a wicked jump shot.
Right, but 2 Chainz just came out with an album that has that title, but it's like something else.
Listen, bro.
Rapper go to the league, so it's not even singing rockets. So now you gotta be a rapper.
Look, here's the truth. I'm gonna be very honest with you. Maybe it's because, but look, I know people are gonna think from the way we talk. I know what you're gonna think from the way we talk, and I'll be more than happy every single time we get the chance to explain the difference of what you think of us and what the reality is. All right.
Appa Alex says, I think you only need someone to look up to if you tend to be part of a perceived disadvantaged group. And at least that's how media will make it seem.
I agree with him. Here's what I'll say, and then I want to go back to my point because I have a very horrible attention span. The only person you need to look up to is your parents.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line to me. If your parents don't tell you you could be anything, then your parents fucked up and your parents failed, and they're the ones to blame. Not society, not media,
not the TV.
not Donald Trump, none of these people. The person who fucked up is your dad and your mom. And you know who else fucked up? Maybe your aunt, who kept seeing that your mom and dad were only telling you all you can do is play basketball or sell drugs. If your aunt realized that was wrong, she didn't say nothing, she fucked up too.
Yeah.
Grandma fucked up, but she didn't say nothing. All these people fucked up.
Yeah.
Now, I told you I was gonna forget what I said. Oh, what I was gonna say is, aside from looking up to your parents, what people will probably think from us talking about this stuff is they'll say, you know what, you didn't grow up in the hood. Look, I got something for you, right? We definitely grew up in the hood. Yeah. If you grew up most Caribbeans grew up. If you wouldn't grow up in the hood, then you grew up a block away from the hood. Yeah. That's just how it is.
Right.
All right? You grew up a block away from the hood. The school that I went to, it was mostly Hispanic kids and like maybe a couple other black kids. And then high school was mostly black kids.
Yeah.
There is nothing stopping you from getting the same education and getting to the same bullshit ass colleges that the rest of the world's going to.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, when I say bullshit ass colleges, I'm not saying that an education isn't worth nothing. All I'm trying to tell you is that if you go to college, like to a CUNY school, a SUNY school, whatever the case is, you're just as eligible for the jobs that the so-called oppressors' kids are eligible for. It's just up to you if you want to make it that far.
Right.
There's nothing stopping you. You get the same textbooks. It's public school. All the textbooks are free.
Yeah.
There's nothing stopping you.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to go ahead and say, oh, but you don't know what's going on in the home. His dad is a crackhead, and he gets home, he burns all the books for crack. Or whatever's going on over there.
Crack addiction or something.
I gotta be honest with you. I gotta be very honest with you. It's up to you if you don't want to be in these predicaments. It might be harder. It might be tougher. And I get it. But the truth of the matter is, it's not up to anybody else but you. If you want me to give you some of the breakdown as to like some pitfalls to avoid, I can. Some of the pitfalls, stop buying Jordans. It doesn't do anything for you.
Yeah.
It's gonna do zero for you. I guarantee you. Every time you get the itch, like a crack addict to buy Jordans, you start itching. I gotta buy some Jordans.
Need the new Cool Grays.
If I hear the word Cool Grays one more time, I'm gonna.
I've never seen a pair. I've never seen a pair.
Look, every time you get the itch to buy Jordans, take that $500-$600. Why don't you put it in the bank? I guarantee you'll be better off. Every time you want to buy some name brand clothes or a Gucci belt, put the money in the bank. You don't need the stuff. No one's gonna give a fuck that you got it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit that
people who do give a fuck aren't gonna stay around.
They're not gonna stay around because once that Gucci belt gets old and you don't have any more money to get another one, they're gonna be gone.
Or you're gonna leave high school and
or you're gonna
realize that shit don't matter in the real world. Or you're gonna get a job and realize that shit don't matter.
Look, man. Self-representation.
Well, Abatic says as a Caucasian male needs someone to example what they become.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah. I told you. You need your parents.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna tell. Look, your parents. Those are the only people really who. I don't say the only people. Those are your first line of defense. As far to me, if you ask me, I feel like those are your first line of defense of being successful. Now, look. Let's say you don't have parents. Let's say, or your birth parents, or whatever the case is. Let's say you have a caretaker or something, or you're let's say you're adopted or something like that, and that's not your biological parents. Whatever the case is.
You're like in a foster home.
You're in a foster home. Whatever the case is. There's going to be either a guidance counselor. There's going to be your adopted parents. There's going to be someone who gives you a little bit of hope, and you need to just cling on to that.
Yeah.
And that's all you have. And you build off of that. No matter how small that foundation is, you build off of that. I'm just saying that all the other stuff that you might not be able to understand or like if you're out to buy something or you're out to go after something and there's literally nowhere in your mind like, how's this gonna help me in 10 years? If zero ideas come to mind how it's gonna help you, you don't need to be doing it.
Right.
You don't need to be doing it. I fell in that trap where it's just like I was doing stuff that I just figured I needed it for some reason, or I bought it because I needed it for some reason, or to impress people. Years later, either I don't know where those items are, and I'm just hoping. I'm just looking around. I'm like, where's the money that I earned?
Yeah.
Where's those 40 hours I did every week for a year?
Yo, and it's a terrible feeling. Can't see it.
That has nothing to do with a superhero that you see on TV that you self-identify with.
Yeah.
Zero. What's the point? Look, I'm telling you, just hold on to the people that make sense in your life. You know what I mean? If the people that make sense in your life involve drugs or being locked up at some point in time, they don't really make all that much sense. You really don't need them that much. You don't need them. You might be able to take small bits and pieces of what they do that's successful. Maybe they wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning. All right, wake up at 5 a.m. Maybe they sold 8 grams of crack by 6 a.m. You don't need to be doing that part. Let's take the
work ethic.
Take the work ethic.
Right? Don't take the literal thing.
Don't take their daily schedule. They
got what they needed to be done by 6 o'clock. Take that.
Yeah, take that. Wake up at 5, do whatever else you gotta do. That's not the least you getting locked up. Everything else, leave it by the wayside. To me, it's a really simple thing that bugs me about politics. If anything, anyone who's like a Democratic politician, that's all you need to be saying. If you really care about the community, that's the only message you need to be putting out.
Yeah.
Everything else is garbage. La La Land. That bugs me out, bro.
I see that.
That bugs me out. That really fucks me up because all the stuff that I see all the Democratic parties looking at, someone who's like 14, 15 years old, who's going down the line of black people get arrested faster than, you know what? Let's get into this really, really quick.
Okay.
Let's get into this really, really quick. Okay? When people do the whole, a black person will get locked up. People do the whole black person will get locked up for selling crack cocaine, right? And a white person, if they're selling cocaine, they get locked up for less time, right? That's a pretty popular subject. Okay. This is why it's hard for me to really take that argument seriously. Have you seen what a crackhead looks like versus what a cocaine addict looks like?
I mean a coke dealer versus a crack dealer?
No. I'm talking about the actual person who's using the drugs. Have you seen what a cokehead looks like versus what a crack addict looks like?
Yeah.
A crack addict's not even capable of putting shit together to get a regular job. And the cocaine addict is still probably a functioning CEO of a company, okay?
Yeah. Let's
get down to the fucking nitty gritty. I'm tired of hearing that fucking argument about black people get locked up for selling crack cocaine. Meanwhile, a white person selling coke, it's not. Let's stop acting like it's the same drug. Crack, they done mixed it up with a whole bunch of household supplies.
Yeah.
To make it the same amount of a drug that maybe like a pinch of cocaine looks like.
Right.
Meanwhile, this person is still functioning in society. They might be a little bit hyperactive, but they're still fucking going to work. Yeah. This person is down in the alleyway smoking crack and sucking dick to get more crack tomorrow. Right. One person is very different than the other.
Right.
One person is leading a life that most people fucking want, and the other person is like, don't go down that road.
Right. I see.
It don't take a scientist to figure this out. Or maybe it does, because a scientist could probably really break down what a crack addict looks like and a cocaine addict looks like. Every time I'm watching any show.
But I'm trying to realize, I'm trying to see.
I hate to go off like this.
Nah, I'm trying to see why. Not why well, we know what's wrong with crack and what's up with coke, but why would, or what determines what locks up a crack dealer longer than a coke dealer? Because it can't just be, whatever. The one's white, the other's black.
It's definitely not.
It can't just be that.
I refuse to believe it's that.
Because I would think, since cocaine is more expensive, that the crime would be bigger because you're taking more money away from the economy, right? Or you're illegally getting more money than you would for crack. So I would guess that the crime would be bigger. But since crack does worse to the person, it harms the person more.
I think that's a real. I feel like it really bothers me that that's not a topic. That's not an avenue. That's not a point that's brought up every time I hear this argument. One of them is one of them will leave a person in shambles, and the other one, it just makes a person. It looks like more ambitious.
Oh wow, that's like the really positive way of looking at it,
bro.
They do get hyped up.
Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. The glaring look. This is a terrible example, by the way.
I already know which example you're gonna put. That's why I said it's not.
This is an awful example. Awful example I'm talking about right now. And please, people, don't take every last thing I'm saying to be 100% accurate. Just take a piece of it and say, all right, let me just think about that for 2 seconds, and you come up with your own conclusion. Okay.
Go ahead.
The biggest crackhead I've ever seen. The most it seemed like they were capable of doing is stealing a radio and selling it for $3.
Okay.
The biggest cocaine addict I've ever seen was capable of running a cocaine empire. His name was Tony Montana.
Was the other one Tyrone Biggums?
No.
Well, he lifted a bus, so...
Well, he did lift the bus. But fine. Yeah. If we go on that, fine. He did lift the bus.
Yeah.
Tyrone Biggums lifted the bus. The other person who was a cocaine addict, don't get me wrong, he got his sister killed. He killed his best friend Manolo. He killed himself. Yeah. He got his best friend killed when he didn't open the door for him and all those people shot him. But he was running an empire.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm not saying either people should be doing either of these drugs. I'm saying let's look at the spectrum of it. Whoever is dealing with stuff that leaves people only capable to lift a bus for a quarter because we left that part out. Only capable to lift the bus because they want a quarter versus the one that leaves people becoming ambitious entrepreneurs.
Right.
Okay? And this is obviously not about race.
But he started doing it after. He started doing cocaine after.
Tony was doing coke.
Was he doing it the whole time?
Tony was doing coke the whole time. Tony was doing it. He didn't do it when he came to America. At least I don't think so. But when he was like a henchman, he was doing coke. Yeah. Absolutely doing coke. I don't know how we got on this topic. I just think it's important to
We're
know.
still talking about it's still kind of representation. Somehow. Yeah. I mean that's where we started from.
But please, next time this argument comes up, I would like for someone to introduce that into the argument.
Crack is a worse drug.
That you can either be a crackhead or you can be Tony Montana.
You know what I mean? We want
Everyone
to live
wanted to be Tony Montana.
We want to live like him. You know, live is the key word. Because his downfall was tragic. It's terrible.
Everyone, you know why everyone wanted to somewhat either live like Tony Montana, be Tony Montana, whatever you want to flip it.
Yeah.
Tony Montana. Let me explain something about Tony Montana, bro. Tony Montana was in Cuba, in jail, playing basketball. Couldn't shoot for shit.
Right.
Cause
I was gonna bring it up.
I saw when
jump shot was whack.
Trash. Jump shot was trash. In prison. Came all the way to America.
Didn't he escape? He didn't get freed, right?
He got freed because he killed that political advisor that got locked up with him.
Oh fuck.
He made his way all the way to America. Started out entry level. Made it to the big leagues. Got Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
Killed her boyfriend. Got Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
I don't even know how the oh no, he bought a different mansion. But he bought a mansion and was running an empire.
The world was his, man.
He killed.
What was that, a gazebo or some shit?
I don't know what you want to call it, but it was a little statue. Even before we get to that, my man killed the girl's boyfriend, got the girl, and when he walks outside, he looks up and there's a blimp that just happens to be passing by and says, "The world is yours." This is why people wanted to be Tony Montana, or something in you. Every time you watch that movie, you just hope that that guy who comes with the shotgun doesn't kill him. Yeah. You could watch Scarface a million times. A million out of a million times, you're gonna be like, please don't kill Tony Montana, because he only needs 3 more weeks to kick this coke habit. That's clouding his clarity.
Does our neighborhood define who we are?
Was that?
Apple.
Does our neighborhood define who we are? Yeah. Absolutely not. No, the neighborhood does not define who you are, because you know what? The neighborhood doesn't control whether you do your homework or not, what time you wake up, all that stuff. Your parents control that. Right. It's your parents, or whoever your guardian is, or whatever the case is. And then when you become of age, the beauty of it is, if they're instilling that in you, it almost becomes like clockwork. It almost becomes habit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it helps you decide, okay, I'm not gonna wake up at whatever time I want. I'm gonna wake up. Maybe wake up like, I'm not saying to go hard and go wake up at 5 a.m. Yeah. Because I feel like everyone's not gonna do that. But I'm saying maybe wake up 30 minutes earlier than you usually would. Right.
I mean, get out of bed.
Get out of bed. Yeah. Just get out of bed. Yeah. Quick, tiny story time, really quick. One of the most beautiful stories. One of the most beautiful stories / hilarious / annoying / I understand why the person should have punched me in the head stories. Hurricane Sandy. Wasn't doing anything with my life. Yeah. 0%. Right. Waking up whatever time I wanted to. No job. Old enough to have a job. Old enough to should have a job. I'll put it that way. In the room with 2 other people. Moms comes in the room, knocks on the door. What are you guys doing? Why don't you go out and get a job? Why don't you do something? You can't just sit here and waste your life. Get up and go do something. You know what I did? I had my covers on. I turned around. You know what I said? Mind you, we were doing this for like a good year.
I don't remember this.
You don't remember this?
No.
Bro, I had my covers on. She's yelling. She's like, why don't you can't waste your life like this. You're young. You have potential. You don't need to be sitting in the room, going to sleep, staying asleep all day, doing whatever you're doing. You need to go get a job. You need to be productive. Doing this for a year. I turn over my covers. You know what I said? Take a guess what I said.
No.
I said, where's this all coming from? Yo, I want you to really think about what this means. Like, a mom, right, who's seeing her son not do anything with his life and wasting his life away, and something that could be something that could potentially be the rest of his life.
Yeah.
He could really be, like, looking from the mom's point of view, he could really be throwing his life away and just doing this shit for the rest of his life. Just not getting out of bed, staying in bed, eating, not doing nothing.
Yeah.
She's watching her son's life go down the drain. And she lectures him and tells him not to do that. She's seeing him do it for years at a time or months at a time, whatever. And he turns over and says,
What's coming from?
Where's this coming from?
It's a TV.
She had every right to just straight up, whatever special move that you think is devastating in any combat game, she could have done the Hadouken.
Yeah.
She could have done the Ryu diagonal back B kick, the one that just the tornado. She could have done any of those things, and it would have been warranted. It would have made sense. I think about that to this day, bro. I'm just like, I had the audacity to in my covers, in my comfort. I'm like, where is this coming from? Why are you so angry with me? Just think about that.
How do you respond to that? You just like, all right, I'll get a job tomorrow.
I don't remember how I respond. You know what it was? I think it stuck with me, and then the next day, or the next week, I don't remember what it was. But I started trying to just figure shit out. Because I was like, she's right. Your parents gotta be the ones who start that shit off.
I'm glad to ask, do parents have different hopes and standards for their sons than for their daughters?
Absolutely. Absolutely they do. Quick joke. I'll make a really, really quick joke and then I'll try to be serious about it. Growing up, I remember when I was like in high school, I told one of our parents, I told them, I was like, I'm thinking of becoming a garbage man. And they shunned it.
Right.
They said, what you can be more than that.
Right.
You don't have to be, you can do anything you want to. Why would you do that? A couple years go by, they came back and they're like, why don't you apply? Why don't you put your application in for the garbage man? Because they make good money.
Yeah.
They get good benefits. They get a
lot
for
the city.
They work for the city.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, in a nutshell, I just thought that was funny because I always think about that. I'm like, I told them I wanted to do that one day, and they shunned it. But, yeah, they have a different. You gotta think about it. I never understood it, and I even understand why he's asking that question. Growing up, you think that your parents are looking at you like you can do anything in the world, but you don't believe in yourself to do it. But your parents have lived long enough to realize that they could have done anything they wanted to do in the world. Yeah. And now they're telling you could do it. Like, right. Look at all the and I don't say bullshit, but a lot of times your parents are looking at, like, look at the bullshit I've accomplished with you and your 3, 4, 5, 6 other brothers. Yeah. And if I had just put all my energy into what I really want to do, I could have done it. And you have nothing standing in your way right now. You still live with me. You don't have any debt.
You can get it done.
You can get it done. Yeah. So yeah, they're gonna look at you like that. But don't look at it as they're being unfair to you. Just look at it as they really think you're the shit.
Yeah, them saying that is them believing in you.
Yo, a lot of people's parents think their kids are the shit. Yeah. The only miscommunication is the kid doesn't think they're the shit.
Yeah. And they think it's because the parents are saying that. But if you just had a parent who's just like, everything you choose to do is great and it's well, and if you're not doing anything, they don't let you know about that. They don't ever sit you down and say, why aren't you doing more? That's the parent that doesn't care. That's the parent that doesn't want you to grow.
Yeah, they probably don't want you to grow. They don't want you, like you said, they don't care. But a lot of parents,
the ones that bother you, the ones that, always in your face asking you why you're not doing this or that, those are the ones that actually care.
They're the fucking ones that really want you to do some shit with your life. Yeah. That's the crazy thing. I didn't realize that growing up though. Yeah, I took it. You know what I took it? I took it more as like they want me to be the shit, so that they could tell their friends that I am. But I don't. In the long run,
I still think one of our parents wants that. To a degree, because when you give them good ideas, if it's not what they think is a good idea, then they'll still kind of shun it, even though you know it's a good idea. One of them is still kind of like that. Like for them, they're very they have like a one-track mind.
Oh,
you know.
Yeah, I get it.
But they have told me, like, if you're gonna do something, do it 100%. Don't half-ass it. Don't do mediocre.
Don't half-ass it.
Yeah, don't be mediocre. So it's still there. It's just.
That's like, yo, that reminds me. This is like a tiny segue, but if a question comes up, I can answer. I can try my best to answer it. But that reminds me of this chick who straight up, she was just recycling boxes. And she's a millionaire, I think. She was just finding a way to recycle boxes for when people want to move. There's no way you could break that idea down.
Wait, that's how she became a millionaire?
I think she's she's a millionaire from it. There's no way you could break that idea down and someone's gonna say, yeah, go for it. That's a good idea.
Right.
If I come to you tomorrow, I'm like, yo, bro, I'm gonna recycle boxes. And when someone wants to move, I'm gonna send them boxes and they're gonna send it back. And that's how I'm gonna it's a great business model if you really think about it. I would never expect someone to be like, go for it.
Right.
Because it sounds ridiculous.
Yeah.
It sounds ridiculous. But it's up to you if you want to follow through with it 100% in order to make believers out of non-believers.
Right.
It's no one's fault that someone's a non-believer.
Yeah. You just gotta... And you can't let something like that stop you either, because there's always going to be non-believers.
But that's what they're supposed to be. Like, why should it be someone's...
It's not their dream.
It's not their dream. Why would it be their responsibility to be like, oh, go, dope?
Yeah.
They have their own life to live. They have their own dreams that they're trying to see.
They have their own dreams. They're like, his dream is dumb. My dream is even better.
That's how
I'm gonna recycle plastic bottles.
Look, if someone does come along and really does believe in you, fine. That's great. That's dope. It feels good, I'm sure. But just know in the back of your head, like, no, it's no one's responsibility to believe in you. It's, maybe your parents, that's about it. But everybody else don't have to. I don't have time to do all that. I got more shit to worry about.
No encouraging words. It's like,
my rent is due next week.
You don't want to hear about my new chairs? Damn, man.
Nah, bro. Especially if you're about to ask me for money to help you put them together.
Because your rent's due next week.
No bueno. Really?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, what was you say?
No, I was just gonna go into this question more, but
oh, what? Wait.
Well, I guess standards. I mean, like, to literally, I don't think it's like that different. I don't think I think they'll give them the same. They'll give the sons and the daughters the same energy. Like the same, you can do whatever you want to be.
He said, do they give girls more?
Yeah, they give sons different hopes and standards than the daughters. I don't think so. I mean, good parents won't. Excuse me. Good parents won't. Because you're gonna want both of when they leave, you're gonna want both of them to be. What's that word? Responsible. Right, so you're gonna want both of them. Our parents didn't, I don't think.
You kind of did.
I guess maybe in the context that we're talking about, right? Because they were given the same. They were given the same things that we were, or they were told the same things that we were. Relationship wise, and that was, even that I don't think was very different, because they didn't want us dating either.
Yeah. Well, I thought his question was more like, it's like they don't push the girl as much? Is that what the question is kind of is?
Yeah.
Is he asking? I think he's asking more of like on on a general society type of thing. Because generally society expects more from the boys than they do the girls. Society kind of, I could be very wrong on this, but society kind of expects the girl to just make sure she doesn't choose a loser.
Right.
And society will make sure the boy is just a winner. As far as like raising them in the household goes. But I mean, I personally think you should encourage both of them to be
the best they can be.
The best they can be.
A good parent will have them both.
Yeah.
Do the same. A bad one, you know, I don't know what bad parents are like, to be honest. So,
but look, can we just jump into something really quick? Like a lot of females that I know don't necessarily want to be the breadwinner. I'm sure there are females out there that want to be the breadwinner. I'm sure there are female billionaires, whatever.
Yeah.
Gazillionaires.
Kylie Jenner was the youngest
billionaire.
Yeah. Self-made billionaire.
But a lot of females don't want to be the winner. They want to be with a winner.
Right.
So it's almost like you can't really blame the family for raising the kids that way, because that's really kind of society anyway. If the parent does and they, tell the girl she could be a billionaire, fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that either. I'm just saying that from what I've noticed, they want to see the girl marry a winner as opposed to it being the other way around.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's traditional.
It's traditional.
Yeah.
It's not. It's very close to life, just in general.
Whereas like everybody wants to be with a winner, or everybody wants to be a winner.
Yeah, but it's like the female species usually wants whoever they're with to be stronger than them.
Right.
In the aspects of what is productive in life.
So for a lioness, it would be someone who could hunt better. For a woman, it would be someone who could provide. No, for both of them, it would be someone who could provide. A man that could provide.
Yeah. But even, look, let's look at the lions, right, for example, because this is something that I grew up not 100% understanding. But even in the lion, like, let's say you take the lion culture, like, the lioness is actually the one that goes out and hunts. Yeah. They're actually better for hunting because they don't have the mane. So it's actually easier for them to run. It's not even just easier for them to run, but they have better vision because they don't have a mane that's blocking them. Okay. Yeah.
Well, I know I didn't know it was easier for them.
Yeah, it's actually easier for them. Like they're actually better suited for hunting than the male lion is. And they're actually the ones that go out and hunt. But they pick the male based on who can protect them the best or who can protect them the most.
Or the pride the best. What's up, Worsty Squad? Yeah, I guess we're talking about lions kind of, but we're gonna bring it.
Hopefully, we bring it back.
Yeah, we're gonna bring it around.
But they're choosing what's most important to their lifestyle. So generally, lions, what will happen is if a male lion enters the pride, he decides, especially if it's an outsider lion, he's like, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Because I don't know what the fuck you guys going on, but here's what I want. I'm going to kill all the male boys because I don't want them to grow up and kill me. Yeah. After I kill all the male boys, now I'm going to keep all the females for myself. And then I'm going to kill the main dude who's in charge of all the females here anyway. Yeah. And the females kind of fall on. They're just like, oh, all right, well, if that's what you're going to do, then you do what you got to do, and then we'll be here if you win. If you don't win, then, well, bro. That's how it goes. But they pick that shit based on what's most important for their lifestyle. And to me, it's the same thing with females as far as like the human race goes. They're picking the dude who's going to be the most productive and who's going to bring in the most money. And I understand most people probably take that as, oh, she's a gold digger or whatever the case is. But you really got to look at what a gold digger is. Like a gold digger, I know I'll probably get a lot of hate for this, but that's kind of what... It's kind of what females want to be in a sense.
Right. That's like the ultimate female.
That's kind of what the ultimate female is, and the guy who's the ultimate breadwinner is what the ultimate
He's
male
rich.
is.
The ultimate man is rich.
He's figured out a way to corner productivity, so that his household resembles it, and so that his surroundings resemble it. And you can't blame a female for wanting that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I understand.
But the problem with the gold digger is that she doesn't want the man; she wants the money.
He doesn't even want her. He just wants something that looks pretty.
Right.
What? Come on.
I guess they really don't want each other.
Bro, if a dude who's like 77,000 years old, right, and he's with an 18-year-old, is he? No one in their right mind really is like, he's not really thinking, wow, me and her are gonna build a life together.
Yeah.
He has her around because she's what the token female that like most people want. And same thing with her. I don't see what the problem is if it's a trade off.
Right.
Like, he makes billions of dollars. Her little bullshit ass makeup habits and Louis Vuitton bags isn't even touching how much money he's making. He don't even care. That's not even 10% of his weekly income, probably.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
That's a good point.
I don't think there's any. Listen, I know people are gonna be like, oh. I don't know, but come on, let's think about it really quick. Yeah. Is there anything wrong with a gold digger?
Well, the thing is, right? No guy doesn't know he's with the gold digger.
I refuse to believe a guy does.
You know, he doesn't know he's not with the gold digger. So that right there shows that there's not really anything wrong because he's choosing it.
He's choosing it. It's his choice.
All right. So the Lion Chat is an offshoot on the moral question of gold diggery. Nah, it's really more about where men and women stand in society.
It's what the female counterpart is looking for and what the male is looking for. That's all it is. It's animal society in general, whether it be human beings, lions, penguins, monkeys, whatever the case is. Yeah. It's a very rare, and it's the same thing with humans. It's a very rare occasion where the female is the winner, that's making sure that the household is taken care of in that sense.
Jenny Lowback, thanks for the follow.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the same. All I'm saying is that's the same thing with human beings. I feel like we've taken so much of a look. I don't know why we've like made gold diggers out to be this evil creature. Evil. 9 times out of 10, they're bad. Every dude wants a bad girlfriend. Okay, check. 9 times out of 10, they're really not asking for a whole bunch of conversation. Another check mark. 9 times out of 10, you show up to a restaurant with a bad bitch on your shoulder. Everyone's like, "Wow, bro, how'd you do that?" Another check mark. What? Yeah. What's the problem here?
Right.
When did we go down this line?
Because women are supposed to. Well, women can be independent. Women can be the breadwinner. They should aspire to be more than housewives, right? And they want more power. Some women want more power.
So it's not but look, this is what I mean. There's a lot of guys. I feel like there's some sort of weird culture going on where guys are getting involved in this.
Guys are becoming feminists, real.
I hate to be a jerk here.
Because people are divorced from nature and biological reality.
I like that.
Yeah.
I don't need to be a jerk here. He makes sense. The guys who are out there involved in this, it's an overt statement where they're like, she can be whatever she wants to be, bruh.
Yeah.
I didn't say she couldn't. Yeah, right? Get the fuck away from me. I didn't say she couldn't. All I'm saying is that I don't mind a gold digger.
Right. Yeah. But that's why people don't like gold diggers.
Why?
Because for the 4 reasons. Because women are better than
So let them be that.
They can't.
Because the thing
women aren't allowed to be gold diggers. Women could be whatever they want, but they can't be gold diggers.
That contradicts the entire thing. If you're saying they could be whatever they want.
To the Democrats. I think the term is white knighting.
You know what?
Yeah.
I've heard that term before, but and I apologize because I'm not. I'm listen. If you listen to me speak, I'm from some sort of weird cave. Like I'm not on.
You've only been connected to nature and biological reality.
Yes,
this is your first time here.
I'm not in the social. I don't know a whole lot of social media like that.
Yeah.
Like I said in the last show, the only thing I've really had was Sconex and MySpace.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure people be like, "What the fuck is that anyway, bro?" But if that's the term, I've heard the term. And
it's not. White knighting is meant more to like defend a specific female, right? Sometimes it could be a guy too, but I think a feminist would be that. A feminist would be the dude who's just like, or it could be a woman.
Well, feminist can't be. I'm confused now. A white knight, I'm assuming, is a dude who's very much like she can be whatever she wants to, bro. What are you, stuck in the past or some weird shit? A feminist is like the white knight's best friend that I'm assuming he'll probably never get asked for.
The guy is a feminist too, though. Or he'll say he's a feminist too.
What do you mean?
He'll stand up for women's equal rights, and he'll be marching with her, like at a slut walk. Since she can be a slut, she wants. There's a lot of trying to sound good and a lot less actually being a good person.
Yeah. Well, wait. I'm gonna come back to what you just said. I don't understand. I'm confused. There's guys saying that they're feminists.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, man.
I'm very
pick any oh god, any. I don't even know what to call that book. I can't call it the friend zone book. I can't call it the.
You know what?
It's also a pick me book. There's a million excuses. There's a million because they're pathetic. Or C Squid says.
I get it. I know what's going on here. Because you know what? I'll come clean. I feel like I've been there. I may have been this person. And this is what we were talking about on the last episode. I've been the guy who, if a girl's having problems with her boyfriend, I have been the guy who will say, "Hey, he's a jerk." If that's the same person, I've been there and I understand it.
Right.
I don't know about identifying as a feminist.
Right.
I'm not 100%.
It's a little extreme.
It's a little extreme. I get a little bit confused there. But I guess it goes back to the thing about 21 Savage and Amber Rose.
Yeah. Like, that's something a feminist would do. I don't know if 21 Savage is a feminist.
There's guys saying they're feminists?
Yeah. Not on the same level. So that's like entry level, right? That's like entry level. The guy, yeah. So the guy will be like,
the guy will say like, "Why are you impeding on her rights?" Or something? I don't.
Nah, the guy will be like, "You're talking to her like that because she's a woman."
I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for a person who's like that. I don't have time for any dude who's like that, bro. I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
I really don't. Because you know what? This is what's fucking me up, bro. This is where I'm getting confused. And I've been trying, man. I've been really trying to understand what's going on. If like this movement that's going on right now is all about equality.
Yeah.
Right? Why would you then need a guy to come in and defend a female's rights?
Well, God's taking it upon himself to do it.
But he's doing that for ass though, right? He's doing that to get ass.
He's either doing it to get ass, or he's doing it to say that he's a feminist. To say that he wants brownie points from society.
But they're not gonna give you ass, because I know that. Look, I hear all the other stuff you're saying, but I know. Listen, even though I don't know a whole lot, because I've been very removed. I know guys. Okay, guys will take guys will look at they'll be going down the road. And whichever avenue equals ass, they think some avenues might be dead ends. They don't know that when they go down that road. They're just like, I'm gonna go. This road is long enough, and I think there's ass at the end of this end. So let me go down this road, only to find out to them they gotta come back to the main road.
Yeah, this is a longer path, and this one's always a dead end.
This one is always a dead end.
Always a dead end.
This end where you say to yourself, "Oh, I know what's gonna get me asked if I defend her at every chance."
Yeah.
That's not gonna get you asked. If that's what, because I know that's what I just from what you said, I know that's what these dudes are doing.
Yeah.
They're calling themselves feminists to get some feminist ass. First of all, let me explain something to you.
It doesn't work.
I've seen what a lot of feminists look like. I hate to be a jerk.
Yeah.
You don't want ass from that.
Nah, well, these new age feminists are very attractive, man. Because they're all. It's the thing to be a feminist now. Like like honestly, like almost all women on social media, including like the celebrities, are feminists. All of them.
I gotta go into this is hurting my brain. I gotta
Worst he says that these are men who aren't capable to earn ass. He put in quotation marks. I think he's starting to pick up our lingo. Ask the normal.
What lingo? Ass is ass. I'm sorry. Continue.
The normal way I.e. become attractive. This is their plan to get it, but as you mentioned, it'll never come to fruition.
Look, man. It's making everyone very. It's confusing people, especially. Look, I know there are a lot of people out there like me who just don't know what's going on.
Right.
All right. But you're confusing a lot of people, and I really feel like you're confusing little kids.
Who, feminists?
Yes. You're confusing little kids. I'm about to get into something that I might be not good to get into.
Okay.
Don't confuse these little girls, okay?
Okay.
And when I say that,
don't make them think that they're stronger than men.
don't do this.
Okay.
This is a bad road, okay? This is a terrible road. You got these little girls running around with the lumberjack shirt rolled up.
Mullets, all parties
with the mullet,
parties in the front. No, business in the front.
Business in the front and party in the back.
Party in the back.
You're stopping them from getting a boyfriend, okay? Don't do this, please.
Worst discusses. I'm from Scotland. We have a famous poet who said, "Oh, wad some power, the gifty give us to see ourselves as others see us." That's what's missing, self-reflection. Yeah, man.
Damn, I wish you could write that in English because that one was really tough. First of all, look, let me explain something, bro. I've been drinking for at least 2 hours. That was rough. But let's copy and paste that so I could read it later because there was a lot of giveth and taketh away. And that was a little rough for me to follow, especially because I've been drinking for way too long. But what we're doing here, we're fucking it up, man. We're fucking it up for people. Look, man. You can't have a bunch of boys running around talking about their females.
Right? That's ultimately what they're saying, huh?
Yeah, because look. Let's say I was a very, very, very simple person.
Yeah.
Let's say I didn't even have a command in the English language. Right? If I knew the word male to be man and femme to be female, there's no dude that should be walking around saying they're femme anything.
Right. Yeah.
You feel me? Let's keep this simple.
Right.
Guys have dicks, girls have vaginas. There's no in between.
But you would support a feminist. That's a woman.
What do you mean support her?
Like, let's say if you have a wife and she goes to a feminist march, you're not gonna say don't go to the feminist march.
What's the opposite of a feminist?
Men's rights activists.
No, there gotta be a better word than that.
No, that's it. That's what it is. It's MRA.
MRA.
Yeah, men's rights activists.
Are they gonna support me if I'm in the MRA? Because if they're not gonna support me when I'm in the MRA, I can't support that.
True.
You feel
I agree
me?
with that too. Yeah, I agree with that.
What's going on here?
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's just.
Listen, look.
Worst Squad said he's gonna tell his wife not to go to the feminism march.
Yeah, he got the right idea. Cause you know what's gonna happen, bro? She's gonna come back home and she's gonna hit you with that bullshit, and you know you don't want to listen to that.
Right.
You know you don't want to listen to that. So tell her no. You're not going over there.
Right.
Why, she could come home and talk my ear off about it? I don't think so. You know why I know there's a problem with the feminist movement? Because if there was, I know there's a better word than what you gave me, bro.
Nah, I'm really sorry. It's just a men's rights.
So what's a chauvinist?
That's someone who treats they mistreat women. Let me see.
It's not.
Are they think women are lesser?
Look, I want this planet. All right. I want this planet to remember what got us through being cavemen.
Oh, it says a person displaying aggressive or exaggerated patriotism.
Look, I want everyone to remember what got us, what helped us evolve. All right. Whatever you want to label a man as and whatever you want to label a female as, let's remember, right? And I'm not taking anything away from what the female did to help humankind evolve. There was a guy, and we know what this guy looks like. There was a guy, right? He's called the caveman. He used to carry a big club, and he used to go out, and he used to whack animals over the head. After the animal is unconscious or halfway dead, he would come back home and say, look, this is what we got to eat. Now no one is going to fall below the weight limit before we start. Usually we see other people start dying when they fall below 100 pounds. Yeah. We're not going to fall below 100 pounds because I just killed this fucking wildebeest with this club. And maybe I fucked another girl while I was out there. But you know what? Bro. I have this wildebeest and we're going to eat tonight. That thing helped us get to where we are today. Now you want to take it back because what? It's not pretty? It doesn't agree with
cavemen are extinct. Like the Neanderthal?
They're not extinct. They're still here.
Nah, they're literally extinct.
They just look different.
Nah, that species is literally extinct. They're gone.
The species, yeah. But the ideal of them is still around. Listen, that same guy who works 50, 60 hours a week is the same dude. Yeah. Yeah, he has a better haircut. Yeah, he wears a suit.
He got teeth.
He has teeth.
I'm pretty sure caveman have really strong teeth.
Maybe he doesn't say unga bunga. Yeah. It's the same guy. The same effort. He still puts in the same effort, comes back home and does the same thing. He brings home the share of whatever's going on. He still does it. Let's not just try to erase him. If you erase him, you know what the females usually did? They usually went out and searched for herbs and ointment and made ointments. I'm not trying to be a jerk here, but that's what was going on. Right. You need both. You can't just have one person going out picking herbs, come home with leaves and being like, this is what we're going to eat tonight. That's just not enough. Right. That's all I'm saying.
I got you. It makes sense.
I know people are gonna fucking. I don't know. I feel like people are gonna hate me for saying this stuff.
No, actually, Worsey Squad agrees. He says, it's playing on women's own personal dissatisfaction and allowing them the scapegoat of men propelled by white knights looking for ass. Are we less or more content than the caveman era you're describing?
Or what?
Are we less or more content than the caveman era?
Are we less or more content?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Okay, are we happier now than we were back then?
No, I don't think so.
Probably less, right?
I feel like we're less happy now because
we're further away.
I feel like because we're further away. Number one, I feel we're further away, and it kind of we had like a similar conversation, but I'm not sure if it really ties into it. But it was like that being that was in the wild and is now tamed. I refuse to believe that the guy who's now tamed is more happy than the guy who's wild. And I know a lot of people would disagree with that, but that's really how I feel. Right. Look, man, if I was out, let's obviously context matters. Yeah, context matters. I'm just using it as a metaphor for now. But look, let's be honest here. If you show the caveman the way the guy with the suit lives, he might still choose being the caveman. Right. Just because there's more excitement in it, and there's more logic to it. There's not all these other different things.
There's no bureaucracy.
Yeah, there's not all these other little things in the way of whatever his core is. Yeah. The guy who has to wear the suit, I'm gonna be very honest with you, as someone who had to do that, bro. As somebody who had to do that luckily I work from home now and I'm not in that realm necessarily anymore. As somebody who had to do the suit and tie everyday thing, bro, life was rough.
Right.
Because you have all these other guidelines that you never had to follow before. And it's like no one knows where the line is. Not just me. I've seen it. No one knows where the line is. No one knows where the line is so much that females tiptoe past the line and smack dudes around and just walk away. Just cross the line again. Like, it's, yo, bro. I know I'm talking a lot.
You're good.
I saw a female, like, and I know it can never happen the other way around. I saw a female straight up in the workplace, corporate workplace, straight up just call a dude a bitch. Like, she was just like, you're a pussy and a bitch for thinking the way you think. Now, at first, I was like, he probably doesn't care because it's a girl, right?
Yeah.
But I couldn't help but look back. I was look back at him. I was like, damn. Like, I had to look back at him. Whole face was red.
Damn.
If his face wasn't red, then it would tell me like he doesn't care.
Yeah. But she probably said it mad loud too.
Mad loud, bro. Everyone, his face was red. The fact that he even looked back at me with nothing to say, I was like, you got hurt, right? Like, she broke your arm just now, bro.
Oh, fuck.
Now, if he was more of a caveman, he would have had something to follow up.
Yeah.
But too many years have gone by where he got desensitized to this shit. And now he's just like, you know what his response was? Take a while, guess what his response was, bro.
You can't say that to me in the office.
Worse than that. Bro.
What'd he say?
His response was, I guess I am a bitch. Bro, wow. This is a good guy. All right?
Damn, man.
I don't want to yell because I know the microphone's right. This is a good guy.
Damn.
I talk to him all the time. He's a good guy. He doesn't deserve that.
Yeah.
He can't go back home and tell. He's gonna go. Look, this is the problem. It's a trickle down effect. He's gonna go back home and tell his wife that story.
Yeah, his wife's gonna be like, "Damn, I married a bitch."
His wife is gonna be like, "Babe, come on."
Oh, God.
He said, "I guess I am a bitch."
Oh, he's gonna leave that part out.
He might leave that part out. I've been there where I've been there. I've been there where I left that part out. You feel me? But hold on, sorry.
No, it's good. I'll just read what Worsey Squad says. It says it boosts the ego more to believe we have completely ascended that time, but I agree that we have to pay much more attention to our past. He says he's feeling the guy on the right. That's you. And he says his purpose is as his brothers, which is to survive. Wait, I'm sorry. His purpose as is his brothers is to survive, which is a goal that is based completely in reality and is obviously cooperative. This creates intense camaraderie. We were bonded by our mutual endeavor to survive together, and now the goals we have are way more abstract and we are in direct competition. The invisible bond is gone.
You know what?
That makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense. That makes sense. Some people will say that's fucked up because it would leave a lot of room for people to say that only leaves room for confrontation.
I didn't get that.
Yeah, I feel
it would only leave room for confrontation now, like in today's age.
Because I think he's talking about like white knights in comparison to the dudes who are not white knights, right?
I thought we were just talking about purpose of man.
Wait, read it again. I'm sorry.
His purpose is as his brothers to survive, which is a goal based completely in reality and obviously cooperative. This creates intense camaraderie. We were bonded by a mutual endeavor to survive together. He says the comparison of the caveman era to now. That's
what I'm saying. Some people might say that. At least this is how I'm interpreting it. Some people might say that only leaves room for too much confrontation. Like maybe that means that too many males are going to be in the competition for the same goal or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
However, I truly feel like nature balances itself out. Whether it be someone thinking they're not ready to be the alpha male of that pack, or him just dominating everyone else and it just being that. I agree with him 100%. I agree with him 100%. It's just it bothers me when I think of how easy it is to fall into the trap of being the white knight. Even though I really gotta look up what this fucking means 100%. But it seems, if it's the same idea that I have in my head, it just seems too easy to fall into that trap to just be like, you know what? Let me just say I'm a feminist because I think those dudes, they're looking at the numbers. They might be really statistical guys.
Right.
They might be like, look, I see a whole bunch of dudes over there who are saying shit about girls, but it's only dudes over there. Right. I see a bunch of feminists over here who are talking shit about guys. I want to be in the circle with a bunch of females.
Yeah.
He doesn't. But the thing is, he doesn't want to hunt.
Right. He just want to be in the pack.
He don't want to hunt.
Yeah.
He thinks he's just gonna like swoop in and kind of like.
I think they're gonna make a mistake one day. It's not.
That's the problem. Like those guys, unfortunately, look, those guys, they don't mind hunting. That's the difference.
Yeah.
I want to call all guys who are white knights. Don't be afraid to hunt.
Right.
Don't be afraid to hunt.
Don't be afraid to go for the neck.
Don't be afraid to go for the neck, because it's not. Look,
literally,
you might miss it.
Yeah.
You might miss the first one. Yeah, she might.
But if you're trying to live,
she might cross you up and go back into the woods or wherever the fuck lions live.
Yeah.
You feel me? But don't be afraid to hunt, because it's not the end if she says no.
Right.
Hey, listen, it's almost like a passage. It's almost like a right to fully becoming a male, to miss a couple of meals. I'll put it that way.
Yeah. You
miss a couple of meals. Guess what you know? Don't even look. Don't even look at it like you missed a couple of meals. Guess what? You gained some muscle. Yeah. You ran 10. You missed it.
Yeah.
You missed it, but you ran 10 miles. Guess what? Your shoulders are bigger this time.
Right.
Come on. Don't worry. Yo, I'm telling you. I know what they don't want to hunt.
Yeah.
I understand it.
Worcester says one other point. What tests of friendship exist today? In the past, your brother watched your back in the hunt, fought with you against rivals. These were nature's tests.
Damn, yo, time out. This bro's going through something. I'm sorry, continue.
He's going through it.
Because he's talking about some real shit, but go ahead. Yeah. Sorry.
These nature tests prove his loyalty to you as your friend and your brother. Where exactly do we have these natural tests occur today? People who are friends today based on only words is not enough. I want to know what you do when it's life or death.
Oh, wait.
Slow down. Whoa. Slow down. I mean, he's from Scotland, so maybe things might be a little different out there.
Wait. Bro, I'm gonna be very honest with you. The most context of what was going on in my head is that you guys were at a bar and you were trying to get asked. If it comes down to life and death, if you're at the bar, you're trying to get asked, don't go to that bar anymore. That bar is donezo. Finish with that bar. I'll call the authorities and let them know ass is a matter of life and death in that bar. But I will say this because honestly, all jokes aside, I've been in the scenario he's talking about where it does feel life and death. No jokes. I'm gonna be very honest with you.
Okay.
You have to look at it. Don't take it personal. Do not take it personal, because what it boils down to is we've come so far as human beings that life and death isn't an issue anymore. All that it boils down to now, I'm not trying to be immature, and I know I probably say this way too much on the show. All it boils down to anymore is ass, right?
Right.
Don't take it personal. He's trying to get a meal the same way you're trying to get a meal.
Right.
If he backstabs you,
But I don't think he's talking about in the terms of ass though.
What is he talking about?
I think he's talking about like, do friends really have your back?
Bro, if you gotta ask if a friend really has your back, that's not a friend.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's for real not.
Yeah.
If you really, listen, I'm gonna be very honest with you.
I think he's also saying like, well, he did mention like words aren't enough, but again, I guess if you have to ask if that's really your friend, then that's.
Look, I'll put it this way. This is how I think about it. If if you have to really, like I said, sit up at night thinking about like, yo, does this person have my back? Something happened already where you're thinking that, and if they let you down, then you need to talk to them about that and figure out what's going on. But if you decide you're not gonna talk to them about it, then maybe that might not be your friend, and you got to give us more context. Like, what happened, bro?
Yeah, because if it's life or death,
because if he's trying to poison your drink or something, or I don't know what's going on,
or someone. Well, this has nothing to do with friends, but it is like life or death, right? It was on a Reddit post. This guy was leaving the bar with this girl, and they went down the alleyway to get to his car, and they got mugged, right? So the guy, the mugger, held the girl up at screwdriver point or whatever. It was like some object that threatened her, and the boyfriend was like, "All right, I'm gonna go get help."
Oh my god, my man left. Never came back.
I don't think he came back. I think the story was that he had left. He came back like maybe an hour or two later, and
an hour or two later.
He said he was looking for cops. Like he was trying to get cops.
Yo, I know this story from somewhere.
It was on Reddit. You might have seen it on Reddit if you was like browsing. I think I could find it.
I've seen the story somewhere already. Like I actually, or maybe saw it like in a movie or some shit.
Yeah, it's not something out of a comedy movie.
But look, bro, if that's really what's going on,
something like that. But I think that's what's going on.
If you really gotta think about whether someone got your back or not, I think you need to talk to them, figure out what's going on. And if that's not the case, then that's not necessarily the level of friend that you have. I don't mean to be complicated, but I feel like there's tiers to it also. Like, there's some friends that you might go.
They're like acquaintances, they're friends, and they're like, damn near family.
Like, is it acquaintances or friends? And you need to talk to them, and on top of that, like, you know what I used to be guilty of? Maybe it's not even that I was guilty of it. I think definitely I wasn't guilty of it, but I've seen it. I've seen people be like this, where someone might take, I don't want to say might take a friendship too seriously. Always understand that what you're willing to give someone else might not be willing to give you. Like, I've seen that a lot. It's like, you might be willing to, kill for this person. Yeah. They may not necessarily be willing to kill for you. They might not be the same male you are. Right. You might be top tier alpha male. Maybe they're not. You can't blame someone else for not being a top tier alpha male. Yeah. Everyone's not built like that. If you might be built like that, they might not be. You kind of got, if that's what's going on, if that's the case, I would encourage you to think of it like that. What was his name?
Worsty Squad.
Yeah, I would encourage you to think of it like that. Just understand everyone might not be able to kill the game like you. Maybe you're killing the game. Maybe everyone else can't. That's how I look at it.
That's true, and it's easy to make the assumption that others would do the same.
That's the best way. That's the only way you could really look at it. I don't want to say the best way. That's the only way you could look at that shit. Because I'm telling you, just because you could bench 150 pounds, you might have been benching 150 pounds all your life. Maybe you came from a house where you had to look after your brothers and sisters, and it's easy for you to look after your brothers and sisters. Yeah. This other person might be your only child. They don't even know what looking after someone is like. Yeah. And you might be looking after them, and they don't know what that's just like. And when you're expecting for them to exchange the favor, they don't even know how to do it. You can't blame them for that.
He says he benches 150 kg.
Oh, bro, I'm American. I don't know what kg is. You gotta break that down.
I'm guessing that's like,
you gotta break that down for me in pounds.
I guess it's like,
let me just check that really quick. Because as someone who really used to bench a lot, it's semi important to me because I can't let it go. But I have now I have to check.
I'm gonna take a guess. I'm gonna go with
150 kg to pound.
280. I don't know. 280.
Damn, I wish I wasn't drinking. Can't even use Google. It says 150 kg. God damn it, bro.
So I'm not expecting them to do all the exact same as me. I'm not expecting them to do the exact same as me, but they have to give all they can do.
That's fair. I know what he's saying.
If you do all you can do, then yeah, they should do all they can do.
I know what he's saying. The only pitfall with what he's saying is if they give all they can give, you can't then be like, well,
I need more.
You can't then be like, well, I could do 150 kg. Why you can't be the judge of how much they can give?
Right.
That's what I'm trying to get at. Like you're always gonna have an issue with someone because you're in your mind you're gonna be like, well, listen, I could bench 150, bro. Yeah. Why can't you do 145? Like they might not be capable. That's what I'm trying to get at. They might not be capable of even hitting 90. But bro, if 150 kilograms is what I'm reading from Google to our 330 pounds.
Yeah, 330 pounds, yeah.
That's kind of OD, bro. Yeah. Are you on supplements?
Is this why everything is life or death?
That might be a real question. Are you on supplements? I don't even have a problem with supplements. As long as they don't deteriorate your lifelong longevity.
Right.
I've watched way too many documentaries on Netflix, man, where people just fuck up their life on some sort of
Stacker 2.
Bro, I was watching one dude who was, I forgot his name, but he ended up on the double crutches.
What happened?
I think he popped something in his spine or some shit, and he couldn't fucking walk. He fucked up a disc in his back.
Oh, fuck.
And he used to be Brocky. And then it left his legs all fucked up because he couldn't walk as much anymore. He looked like the dude from The Incredibles. His top was all big and his leg was too
No leg day.
No leg day.
He said that he's not just followed starting strength, then went from there.
Look,
do leg day, bro. Make sure you do leg day.
Make sure you do leg day. I used to bench. Now look, this could be my mental line to me. I know I can't even say I know for a fact. I really feel like I was in between 180 to 200. Maybe 3 reps. Right. I know for a fact now I'm probably down to like 120.
I would say my highest was probably like 120, 125, like 2 reps of that in high school.
But I gotta be honest, man.
That was it.
High school, listen, testosterone is a motherfucker, man. Cause in high school, it was flowing. I think I was borderline crazy in high school, man. I think I just went to the weights way too much. I feel like that's all I thought I was. And I just worked out. Honestly, if I could get back to that, I would love it. Yeah. But I don't know what happened to me. Like,
I really want to start working out, man.
Yo.
But the thing is, like, I'm just going to have to buy weights and do stuff at home because a gym membership I can't afford that. I can't afford
Listen, even if you could afford it, let me explain something to you. I'm not even trying to come down on the gym. But, bro, when I will go to the gym, it's a strange place to be depending on who's at the gym. I'll put it that way. You can go on the treadmill. If you're unfortunate enough to come in on the day where the other guy who comes in every day and is there for like 4 hours, he knows who's in the gym all the time. This guy's a strange person. He knows who's in the gym all the time. He makes it a point to work out next to you throughout probably the whole gym experience.
Oh, well, he's going to follow you around from machine to machine?
He's going to pretend like he just happens to be at that machine. Bro, I was on the treadmill. I'm running, right? He gets on the treadmill. Listen, to me, it looked like all the treadmills was empty. He gets on the treadmill right next to me, bro. I'm working hard. Yeah. And it's a little bit is my fault too. I'm not gonna lie. I see that I'm going like I think it was 3 miles. It was like 2 miles an hour or something like 3 miles an hour. I look at his machine. He's on double that. Not even sweating. Right. So I'm like, all right. He's okay.
Make a horror movie called Gym Stalker. First he said you should make a horror movie called Gym Stalker.
Yo, it was that bad. Yeah. So it's my fault. I looked at his machine. He's doing double. So I'm like, all right, maybe I could be doing more. I don't know. I put it just like 2% more. He puts his on another 2%.
All right, what an asshole.
He starts drinking his water. He's not working hard.
Finally starting, huh?
He starts running backwards. I'm just like, bro, you don't have to do this. Yeah. Right. I'm in the gym because I want to do better. Right. You don't have to do this to me, man. He starts talking to someone else. He's like, yeah, bro. This is literally what he said. Yeah, bro, I'm down to 0.1% body fat.
That guy didn't even ask that. He asked what you had for breakfast.
He ain't no one even asked that.
There's no one over there either.
Yo,
There's no one over there. He just said it to the mirror.
I hated this guy with such a passion, man. It didn't stop me from going to the gym, but I can understand if it would stop someone else from going to the gym.
Yeah.
Because someone like that, they would listen. I'm telling you now, all the treadmills were empty. He didn't have to stand next to me. He was at one point. He was walking the amount that I was running, and that frustrated me. I was like, "Is it that serious? You gotta show me that you can walk the same amount that I'm running." Bro,
the gym is a weird and wonderful place.
It is a wonderful place. I wouldn't say not to do it.
Yeah.
Yo, strangest. Yo, I swear on my life, I wish I had a video. I wish we were doing this when I was at the gym. Just so I don't know. I'm on this machine, right? Where you do, it's like some sort of, it's not a sit-up machine, but it's something for your abs. And you like move from left to right. Yeah. So I have my headphones on. Because I like to just have music on when it blocks a lot of shit out. Yeah. If anyone is drinking, I encourage everyone to take a shot as I'm drinking because it makes the show more fun. But anyway, so I'm on the little machine, and I have my headphones on, and I'm doing the workout or whatever, and I never hear anything other than my music. But the song I was listening to was like a quiet type of song. Yeah. Right. So as I'm working out, I listen to the song almost a lot. So I know every point where someone is talking in the song. Yeah. So I'm doing the workout, and all I hear in between certain verses, I'm like, all I hear is, I'm just like, that's not. I was like, whatever. Maybe I'm bugging. That's in the song. Yeah. I hear it again. Yep, that's the way. That's how you do it, right there. I'm like, that's not in the song. Yeah. I take one of the headphones out, bro. I hear, yep, you're doing it good. Yo, I'm like, nah, what the fuck? Yo, I turn around. It's this 80-year-old black lady just behind me. You're doing it right, boy. I'm like, what?
That's what I thought you were gonna say with the weird people at the gym. That's the first thing I thought you were gonna bring
right
up.
Behind me, bro. She's like, yep. You're doing it right. That's how you do it. Good. I'm like, what are you doing back there, lady? What are you doing back there? Don't do this.
That's not weird.
She had to have been there for at least 2 minutes because I kept hearing it in the song, but I kept disregarding it. Yeah. She had to be there at least for 2 minutes. No, it's not even like it was a MILF or nothing. No hair on her head. I was just like, God, why?
Fit?
Barely.
Yo, that's not weird, man. That's
nothing attractive at all about the situation. Never. I stopped.
Emo? Damn.
I never used headphones again after that. Ever.
You don't get taken by surprise.
Don't want to get taken by surprise. I don't want to be assaulted in the gym.
Yo, I've seen that happen though. I've seen that happen where just a random person is just like, "You doing good, man," or like a random person will see you, they'll see you benching, and they'll come out of nowhere and just give you that moral support you need.
Look, I don't mind the moral support, bro. I really don't. It's good. It helps you get through. It helps you get through it. But if it's like, it was just so strange because the headphones are in. You know I can hear you. Yeah. That's what creeped me out. You know I can hear you. I have the headphones in. I didn't turn around the first 2 minutes you were doing this because I heard it in verse 1. Yeah. I heard it in the first verse. I heard it in the second verse. By the time I got to the third verse, I was like, something is off. You kept doing it, even though I couldn't hear you. Right. That's creepy, man.
Do you think someone did it to her, and then she was like,
hurt people. So yeah, maybe. Maybe. I don't know.
Definitely. It's definitely what happened.
Yo, listen, man.
Where's had starers. People been staring at him when he gets to the gym.
It's a strange.
That's what I figured. It's like, I don't know, walking through those doors, I'm guessing there's like some magic bond that people just feel with you, especially if they see you more than once.
There is. You're right. there is like some sort of camaraderie that does happen in the gym. Absolutely, 100%. And I think that's the same with anything like that, because you feel the same. Like, let's say you, like I said before, the martial arts class. It was the same thing. You feel camaraderie. I feel like the martial arts class is a little bit deeper than the gym, but you do feel that because everyone has a goal, and everyone's goal is the same. It's to be fit. So yeah, you're gonna get that. It's literally just a little strange when someone is giving someone that you. That might be the same thing for life, but it's just strange when someone's giving you too much attention that you would just rather not. I'd rather not.
And you're not expecting it, and you didn't ask for it. No. So no thanks.
No
thank you.
If I was a big Me Too person, I would report her.
You said you got to start doing that.
I think all men should start reporting unwanted sexual attention in the workplace, so we can get this thing under control.
Right.
Absolutely. There's a lot of females that want dick, and no one wants to give it to them, and they make really bad passes at people. God. And I 100% think men should start reporting females in the workplace. Don't touch my shoulder. I don't like you.
I have a story, right? So I've been working with someone at work, and he was telling me that he tried to get his brother laid one night, right?
Okay.
And
that's a thing.
I guess it is. Wow. Just for some of you can hear that. It gets worse. It gets worse, right? So he finds this girl at a bar, and he's drinking. He's like, he already thought he lost for the night. Like, he couldn't find any girls, and like he's like on his last leg. He's about to go back home. So he's talking to this girl at the bar, and he tells the lady at the bar, like, I had the worst night. I couldn't find anyone to sleep with my brother. Okay. So the girl is like, I'll sleep with him. Yeah, who gives a shit, right?
The bartender?
Nah, it's not a bartender. It's a woman at the bar. Some other woman drinking. So he's like, all right, cool. He takes her home, right? The brother doesn't want to sleep with her because she's ugly. And the guy goes back to the room, and he's like, change your plans. My brother's going to call it early night. The woman is like, I came here to get fucked. Someone's going to fuck me. So the guy who brought her home is like, all right, my brother. He told the brother, he's like, you owe me big time, and that's it.
Oh my god. She's like, I'm not leaving here.
No.
Okay. There's dick somewhere. You find it, brother man.
And that's exactly what happened.
Damn. So he did it.
Yeah, he fucked her.
He took the
bullet.
He took the bullet.
Yeah.
That's probably what he was talking about. Like,
that life like that.
That's the life or death situation he's talking about. Are people really gonna have your back when they need to?
Yeah.
Wow. Damn. Look, that's his brother.
Yeah, it was his brother.
Look, I don't know if a friend will do that, man. If a friend does that,
yeah, that's
your brother after that.
Yeah.
You gotta bring him back to your parents and go, look, you might not have given birth to this man, but this is one of your sons.
He's invited to Thanksgiving. He's coming to Thanksgiving.
Golly.
Women have been missold. Have been sold the dream of working so they can be equal to men. The truth is that they are the counterbalance to the man's job, but their role is completely different. That doesn't mean they're less valuable. This is the main problem. Women wanting to be men. Then where does this leave the children without proper guidance and transfer of good values? Yeah.
I agree 100%. Yeah. I agree 100%. Look, I don't think there's anything. If you want to work, go ahead, work.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's just understand what the balance is. But like you said, I couldn't put it better than that.
Right.
That makes 100%. It's just this culture of like, does anyone want? I don't think anyone wants to be Japan. Do you know does anyone know?
Want to be Japan.
Does anyone know what's going on with Japan?
Yo, why people fantasize about being Japanese?
Bro, I've seen it. I've seen documentaries. This doesn't make me an expert.
They have a suicide forest.
First of all, they got a suicide forest.
Yeah.
Number two, I've seen documentaries where the chicks, they go somewhere and pay some dude to pretend like he's paying attention to them.
Yeah, they have both of them.
But then they don't actually. That's their fix as far as like society goes.
Yeah.
Like they then decide, oh, I don't actually need to be with a man because I got my fix of someone showing me attention.
Yeah.
That's insanity, man.
They don't have time. None of them have time for relationships.
They have time. They have time.
They don't, man.
They have time.
They have to work all the time.
They don't have to work all the time. They don't have to work all the time. They do it because their government is pushing that on them, but they don't have to.
It's not pushing that on them. Wait. Oh, they work because the government's pushing it on them?
Someone's pushing it on them.
I think it's society. Society's pushing it on them. And it's like their parents are like, we did this, so you got to do it too. Stop complaining.
That is insanity.
Yeah,
look, I will not lie to anyone out there. As much as I complain about America, I also understand it's not as bad as other places.
Right.
I will always understand that. The anxiety and the fear that comes with it is the fear of becoming like another country because of the direction you see it coming here. That's where I think a lot of men's anxiety comes from, or just in general, because it's not just men who think it's insane the way like some women are acting nowadays. It's just the fear that it could be one day something similar to that of Japan, where it's like they're just paying someone to pretend like they're their boyfriend for like 30 minutes while they go out and have drinks and drink sake.
Yeah.
Come on.
And there's worse. There's milkybaby.com.
What?
There's milkybaby.com.
What is that? Milky baby? What does that mean? Yo.
Before we get into that, University Squad says relationship between men and women has been broken. Women don't need men to provide for them if they work. And that fundamentally puts pressure on the relationship.
Here's the thing. Here's what I'll say about that. Yes, I agree with you. However, the thing that men have going for them is that they weren't necessarily. That's not what you need to get a female.
Yeah.
What you need to get a female is a personality. Luckily for men in America, if you failed a couple times, you've developed a personality from failing and rejection. You've developed one and figured out how to get a girl in some way, shape, or form. The money part comes with sustaining the relationship, but as far as getting one, you don't really need money to get one. That's the best. That's the good thing about it.
But you do have to, like, maybe it's not money that you kind of promise to provide. It's just like security, right?
Is it secure? You're saying wait, say that again?
You're not to secure the woman. You don't have to promise them money. It's just really security is all you gotta really promise.
You have to promise security.
Yeah.
Look, bro. If you go online right now, there's people living in vans, right?
Yeah.
With their girlfriend. That's not the general idea of security. Okay?
Right.
In fact, from some people, it's the opposite. Right? But they're living with their girlfriends in a van. They promised them something. They promised them security in this bubble of a van.
Yeah.
For some females, would be like, no, I'm not living in a van.
But for her, that's probably like.
But for her, because she's attracted to him in the way that he's made sure that she's attracted to him, it works.
I just about Milky Baby. I just kind of want you to read a review, because these are like one of the services.
What do you mean a review?
You have to read it.
What?
You have to read it. This is like one of the services that are offered in Japan.
Can they see this?
No, I can't see it. It's okay. Are you gonna read it out loud?
Okay, I'll read it out loud.
You could just start.
From where?
Let's see. Yeah, just start from the top. Was in
Japan 6 months ago and went to Milky Baby for some lactation fun and had a blast.
Yeah.
So on this trip, I was there for 2 weeks and couldn't stay away and went 4 times with all different ladies. Here is a quick review. Ayano for second time. Face 7, body 9, milk 10. You know what? I know where this is going.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. Okay? This is ridiculous. I'll read the next paragraph, but I want to tell all men who are doing this to stop because there's more to life than this. All right?
Said milk was 10.
There's more to life than this. But anyway, she didn't have as much milk as she did last time, but still had a lot. And was a lot of fun to play with. Great gal. And gave a great BBBJ and BBHJ with milk. With milk was fantastic. After the fun, we talked, and she has 3 kids and has been working for Milky Baby for 8 years, both as a prego and a milk service. Come on, bro. Come on.
They pretended to be a pregnant wife too.
Why would you waste your time why would you waste your time going through life like this? And then it goes on to say Nico, face 7, body 4, milk 3. Now he's just settling for less all across the board. Because
he didn't know her milk was gonna be 3. He didn't know. He was just trying a different girl.
What are they doing out there? What are they doing out there, man?
Japan is insane, dude. Hook me up with that 10 out of 10. Degeneracy is big in Japan.
Yo, what is going on?
Bro, he said degeneracy is big in Japan. You're not lying, bro. Milky Baby.
Yo, listen. So wait, time out. The website is specifically...
Oh, this is actual pornography.
Wait a minute. The website is specifically for guys to review.
No, this website isn't. This website is this website's about like what to do as an adult in Tokyo, like nightlife. 18 plus nightlife.
Listen,
but do you want to see the actual Milky Baby website?
Fine.
We can't show it on stream for obvious reasons. Just in case you thought it was like a
what is this, man?
Just in case you thought it was like he was speaking in innuendos.
Listen, first of all, before I even I don't even know what the fuck to click because nothing's in English. But first of all, let me explain. Why are there times there? What are those times for?
Those are office hours.
Look, listen. Let me explain something. Yeah. If you're saying that this is their nightlife,
one of these actually squirting milk out.
That's an awful nightlife. Now, I will say this: I don't even care for the American nightlife where it's like the clubs and whatever.
Yeah,
but that's just nonsense, man. That's nonsense. What are you doing? You're going to clubs, picking up girls, and then they feed you breast milk at night?
Yeah. That's exactly what's going on. Oh, fuck.
There has to be a different way. That makes sense. Bro, that's no way to live your life.
Jesus Christ, they even offer pregnant women.
So you trying to tell me if this type of guy comes to America, he's going to be looking for that?
No, this guy is this guy's not Japanese.
He went to Japan for this?
I don't know if he went to Japan for this, but he definitely went out there while he was in Japan.
But he's a grown man. You know what? I don't want to come after people's likes and fetishes because to each his own.
Right.
All I'm going to tell you should think about why that's your fetish. Just think about it. Just think about why that's your fetish. If your answer at the end of the night is like, that's a fucked up reason, you shouldn't be doing that, man.
I don't know, man. Japan's got all type of shit like that.
I learned something new because I honestly figured that this type of stuff doesn't really go on. Like it's just some sort of joke.
Yeah, this is one of their arcade machines.
Arcade with an ass?
The arcade machine with an ass. Bonga bonga.
Bro, come on. This is nightlife again?
No, this is just regular. This is daytime. That's just okay.
Bro, just go to a regular strip club, man.
Yo.
Just go to a regular strip club.
But yeah, we don't want to become like that.
Look, I don't hate on any. Look, like I said, I don't. Look, I accept everyone as they are. But I do think you should ask yourself why you would be attracted to that.
Right.
I think that's a legitimate question you should really think about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. You have to, when the pregnant woman is dancing in front of you, you have to be like, am I a sick person?
It's not even, look,
am I a sick person?
You know what's interesting? I've seen dudes, I think I've heard dudes say that type of shit, like, they're attracted to pregnant women. That's, look, whatever you think is dope, if you think it's dope,
yeah,
it's
man,
dope.
Do you. Yeah.
I just can't see myself jumping into that.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
It's just not for me. It's not. It doesn't do anything for me. It's strange that there's a baby in there. There's a baby in there seeing what's going on. That doesn't bother anyone. Like, they might see what's going on. I know scientists will probably be like, well, their eyes are looking towards. I get it.
Yeah.
But they know. I feel like the baby knows maybe what's going on.
Right. It was like that joke on Knocked Up. Like, the guy, he's trying to have sex with her, and she's pregnant, and he's like, nah, like, what if I hit the baby
in the head?
Yeah. Hit the baby in the head.
It's strange, man. Look, if it's your thing, it's your thing.
Right.
Yo, really quick, I just remember this for whatever reason. I don't know why. But I remember when I was working in retail. Like, this is like maybe I had just got out of high school.
Right.
And I would encourage everyone to keep this with them, just because you don't know. But anyway, just got out of high school, started working in retail, and this chick comes into the store bad, like bad. Like, her body was phenomenal, hair phenomenal, no makeup, phenomenal.
Milk 10.
Milk was 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Right? I just got out of high school, and I'm not thinking about what's important and what's not to a female. So I'm stocking bags. I see her come through the door. I'm like, yo, she could be my wife one day.
Right.
I gotta try.
Yeah.
So we're talking about whatever the product is she's looking for. So I wait for her to leave the store, because I was like, I want to take the high road, right? I want to do this on my own without, like, after helping her, try to just be like, yo, can I? You know what I mean? So wait for her to get out the store. So she walks out the store. I walk out to the parking lot, because I know she's probably still in there. I see her getting on car, right? Car it was like a Lexus. It was like brand new one at the time. And in my head, I was like, that don't mean nothing to me.
Yeah.
But it means a lot.
As you found out.
She didn't know. Look, so I get to the window, I'm like, look, you're dope, I'm dope. Can we, whatever, right? Let's do something. Can I take you out? Blah, blah, blah. Mind you, at that time, I probably only really had $150 in my account. But in my head, I was like, that's enough for Applebee's.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
That's enough for an appetizer, plus a meal, plus at least 2 drinks at Applebee's. So this could work. Yeah. This could get going. I don't have a car. You got a car, so you could probably drive us there. Yeah. But anyway. She's like, I'm like, so I'm off on Thursdays. Can we do something on Thursday? Yeah. She said, oh no, I have a modeling shoot on Thursday. Now you would think between the Lexus, the fact that she's super bad, and the fact that she's a model, would make me at least think to myself like, oh, this probably is not gonna work because you're way out of my league. Yeah. So I was like, but here's what I said. I was like, so what about next Friday?
You didn't even hear her say that.
I didn't even hear none. I was like, yo, straight face, cars passing by, honking at me. I was like, so what about next Friday then? She said, I have another shoot. Then I was like, damn. I was like, you know what? Maybe next time you come to the store, when you figure out like your schedule, we could probably work something out. Yo, I disregarded all the reasons why.
Yeah.
Nothing would have worked.
Right.
It took me like a year or two later, like maybe that's why. The day after I was like, damn, if only she didn't have that modeling shoot.
If only her whole month wasn't booked.
If only her whole month wasn't booked up. We could have really been something. Yo, first, I'm like that in general in life. I'm really like that in life. But it's just, sometimes I just think about it because to me it's just hilarious that I completely bypass all of that shit. Like, I remember her talking to me and she was just straight up like
she has discussing models are busy a lot.
Yeah, you did.
They are, man. They are.
They do be busy. I disregarded all of that shit. Yo. Even to the point where like not even to the point, but I remember when we were talking before, she was telling me how she had a dog or something. She was like how her dog has her own room. So even that let me know that her crib is probably something serious. Like if the dog has their own room, I disregarded all of that shit, bro. I was like, that's fine. We could. You said Thursday you're busy?
Yeah.
So let's make it Friday.
Yeah.
She's like, no, I'm busy that day too. I was like, damn.
I think you go for a third day.
I'm closing that day. I'm gonna be busy too. I gotta close the store. I gotta make sure all the paper bags are face front forward. Yeah. While you're making millions of dollars. But so Friday's no good. Yeah. Disregarded all that shit. But to an extent, it's funny. But I think you just no matter what,
you kind of have to do that.
I think you should still have that frame of mind.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
I think you should still have that frame of mind because what are you lose all the chances anyway if you don't do it. Yeah. It's automatically a zero. At least if you take the chance, it might be 1% instead of 0. Yeah. But you don't go.
People win the lottery.
People win the lottery. Yeah. And it's never someone from New York.
Right. True.
It's always someone from fucking Ohio.
Yeah, it's like Connecticut, Maine.
It's never some. You would think.
You forget Maine is a state until someone wins the lottery there.
You would think the amount of people who live in New York and play the lottery, chances alone someone would win it. Just because there's more people in New York than most other states. Still no. That's ridiculous to me.
But yeah, man, you really gotta go for that.
I think you might as well. Being shut down is nowhere near as bad as I think a lot of people think it is. It's really.
It's not. Sometimes
it's a mind thing,
especially if like let's say it's a girl you've been wanting to ask out for a while, and like all you're doing is like thinking about her, and you're like yeah we're in New York. All you're doing is like thinking about her and like asking her out, and you ask her out and she says no. You kind of feel there's like a relief about it. It's just like, well, at least now I know. There's like a relief about it. Like I can focus on something else.
I think you're better off getting that shit out in the beginning.
True, that too.
Get that shit out as quick as possible.
That's what I like. You should just be really upfront about it too, because you don't want to do that. You don't want to be just thinking about it forever and ever, and then when you do muster up the courage, it'll be a letdown, but you feel relief. You might as well just get that out the way.
You might as well get it out the way, and I think you should get it out as soon as possible, just in case she tries to get you to do other stuff. Like hang out with her, even though you know it's not going anywhere. Yeah. If she says no, this is how I really think. If she says no, and then she's like, "Do you want to go to the movies next week?" You might literally be better off saying no again. Right. I know it sounds weird, but you might be better off saying no just because there's no point in entertaining something that really may not go anywhere. Right. That's why I would just be like, get that shit out in the beginning. If you want to say yes because you think there's a good chance, by all means, go for it. But if you asked her in the beginning and she said no, something happened where she looked at options and she was like, well, I guess I got no options, so let me go with this dude. I don't think you want to be someone's second option. Right. Feel me?
Yeah.
You might as well just be like, actually, no, I got stuff to do.
Yeah.
Devil May Cry just came out. I'm gonna do that for
I think I'm closing that day.
I think I'm closing.
Yeah.
I got a model to shoot. I got stuff to do.
Yeah. Next time though.
Next time.
Nah, don't say next time.
Yeah, don't say next
time.
time.
Actually, don't say next time. It's bad.
Because you're lying.
Because the pain of regretting not trying it will be worse than anything that could happen in the moment.
It really is.
Yeah.
Because then you gotta sit there and just be like, well, why didn't I?
Yeah.
It's not even why didn't I. If you want to go deeper, it's like, why don't I have the balls to do it?
Yeah.
Because it's deeper than, it affects a man when he doesn't try.
Yeah. On
any level. It could literally.
Especially like if you're thinking about it, like right after you had the chance, you're just like, I'm an idiot. I'm whack.
I'm whack.
Yeah, I'm whack.
You're better off just get it out the way.
Just go for it, man.
You might as well not only that, depending on how many times you decide to try to get it out the way, you're gonna figure out how to make it. You're gonna figure out how to package it smoother.
Yeah. Than
the last time. That's why it's better to try to just get it out the way.
Right.
You're gonna figure out how to package it better.
Because it's not your first rodeo anymore. You're not gonna get that nervous anymore because you've done it a bunch of times.
You might become like Peyton Manning. Like, listen, one of the most annoying people to play in Madden, Peyton Manning.
You have a vendetta against this guy.
I have a vendetta against Peyton Manning specifically because of Madden.
Yeah.
Every time you play Madden, no matter which Madden it was, Peyton Manning refuses to start the play within 10 seconds.
Yeah.
He calls audibles until the last second.
Yeah, he does that in real life.
And he does it in real life too.
Yeah.
That shit would bug me out. That shit would make anytime because a lot of times I'll just play random, and whoever pops up I'll just play them. Anytime the computer picks Peyton Manning, it just made me want to turn just whatever system I had, turn it off, because I know it's gonna be a longer game than it needs to be just because Peyton Manning's involved.
Yeah.
But if we're relating that to real life, be Peyton Manning and just throw some audibles in there.
Right. He got good at it. He looked at the screen.
He looked at the screen.
He called an audible. He would watch the linebacker follow the audible, and then he would call another audible.
You notice her fat friend is there. You might change the jokes up about fat people.
Yeah, you're not gonna say it.
You're not gonna make jokes about fat people because guess what? Her friend is fat. You'll come from a different angle this time.
It's like boxing for me, always picturing what ifs and worrying, but when you get in the ring, it's completely different.
Yeah. Yo, I dealt with something similar to this where it was like the girl I was trying to get she was bad, bro. She was bad. And she had a body. But a friend was there. Yo, I felt like that night. Yo, her friend. The worst part was that there was no one to deal with the friend. Like, it was me, my friend. My friend dealt with her friend. I was dealing with her, but she was still there, and there was no distraction from her. And she kept getting in. She somehow would find a way. And in my mind, I was just like, I have I lost that night.
Yeah.
I lost that night for two reasons: because of the friend and some other dude who, like, it was just too much going on, and I was new to the bar game.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is a lot for me. Like, I don't know what's going on, but it really seemed like I had went to level 100 while I was still like level 5.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I was just like, this is a lot going on right now. I tried though. I tried my hardest. So I never regret. The thing that I like most about that day is, even though I didn't win, I didn't get to ask. But I know I tried every move that I had. Like, I tried all my finishers.
Yeah.
I tried everything I had. So I never actually regretted that day. The days I do regret were days that I didn't do nothing. Or I didn't.
You didn't try anything.
I didn't try anything. Knowing I had a finishing move. I had a fatality. I just didn't use it. I forgot the buttons or whatever the case was.
Right. You messed up.
I looked at the timer. I was like, I can't pull that move off. But her friend, the death of everything. Loud, hideous looking.
I shouldn't laugh. Ugliness is a curse.
Just Jesus. There's an importance in wingmen. I didn't understand the importance in wingmen until like you really gotta hunt. Like when I realized you gotta hunt, you need wingmen. Wingmen are important. They level the playing field. I don't know what females call their counterparts that come out with them. I don't know if they call them defensive linemen. I don't know what the fuck they call them.
It's called cock blocks. That's it.
But they're there. The wingman is there. It's a playing field, man. It's a field. But I'm telling you, I'll never forget her friend. That bitch was just in the way. Like in the way as far as weight. Like how much she weighed.
I already knew she was fat.
It wasn't even like regular fat. It was like the Doritos. It was like she was shaped like a Dorito fat.
Oh,
like she had the wide triangle shoulders. She was heavy up on top, straight up looking like the dad from Incredibles, and the bottom was just skinny. But she was still like a good 230, still a good 200, 230 pounds.
A unit, absolute unit.
A unit D4. I couldn't get her out the way. Couldn't get her out the way.
Oh, dear. Ugly and loud is painful, yeah. Big time.
I tried, man. But every time I tried, it was just like, it was too many distractions. And I wasn't ready for that shit.
Did she have like that really square puffy face?
Yeah.
That like hides the mouth?
It didn't hide her mouth, but she had a square head. Straight up Minecraft head. Weave. All right, you know what? Let's take the gloves off here.
Slow down.
Let's take the gloves off here.
Hold up. Okay.
Let's take the gloves off here. I gotta do it.
All right.
I don't want to do it.
Okay.
I gotta do it. You brought me down this path.
I didn't do anything.
You did. I wasn't gonna say anything about it.
I didn't. That's why I asked that very specific question. Because if once you answered that, I got the rest of the image that I needed. I didn't need.
Let's get into it. Since you brought it up. Fine.
Okay.
Let's get into it.
Let's do it. Let's get into it.
What's the deal with weave, bro? Let's get into the intricacies of weave.
Okay.
And I would encourage anyone who's in the chat to.
Do they have weave in Scotland?
They don't have weave in Scotland.
I don't think they have weave in Scotland.
They don't have weave in Scotland, bro.
They might. I feel.
First of all, are you for it or against it?
Against it, wholeheartedly. 100%. 111%. 104%. I'm against weave.
Nothing good came from weave.
Weave. It's like hair extensions.
He doesn't even know.
Yeah, he said weed. He's like, yeah, we got weed.
No, no, my friend. That's you explain it. You explain it. You'll explain it better than I can.
All right. So weave is what women put in their hair when they feel like when they want a certain style. It's fake hair. It's authentic. It's they'll say it's authentic hair, but it never looks like authentic hair. Or they put it in their hair when they want a specific style, or when they want their hair longer. It looks.
He may know them as extensions.
Yeah, hair extensions. He says it's here.
First of all, can we just get into something really quick?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even like talking about race so much. He said he's from Scotland, right?
Yeah.
Scotland doesn't have a lot of black people, right?
Don't think so, no. I mean, we could. Do they, Worsty? I would assume no. I don't think so.
It doesn't necessarily change my opinion on the
Extensions,
subject.
yeah, they do that here.
Yeah, I knew that's what they call it.
Alright, but it's just extensions. With weave, it's a little different. Extensions is like if they want like a ponytail or something, and they just like add like one small piece to like the back.
That's weave too. Listen, extensions is weave, all right?
Yeah, it's weave. It's weave.
Extensions
but the type of weave you have a beef with is not that type.
The type of weave I got a beef with is if you
more
have...
in England, he says, not Scotland.
What you say?
More in England.
The type of weave I got beef with is if you have a mini afro and you have
okay
weave to attach to the mini afro. That's not. Does that make sense? I'll do you one better. Maybe might be easier. The weave I got beef with is when you could tell there's a space between the actual head and the weave. Like there's so much space between the actual head and the weave that comes up on top. And this shit,
I can't stand
this shit comes down to their forehead right about here, and it comes all the way down to here.
I can't stand it.
How about fuck that? What about the weave where they clearly the front of their head is like the same way my hair looks, and the ponytail is just straight. Perfect.
Yeah.
Fuck that. How about the weave where they just put braids?
Oh, yeah.
I know the dude from Scotland. I know he's just like I don't.
Right.
They just put braids and then they put pretty much a wig on top of their head. As far as I know, there's like two main people who have that much hair, that much fake hair on their head. And believe it or not, it's the Jews. Jewish women wear wigs.
That's why they don't have a haircut?
Yeah, it's a wig.
What?
It's a wig. They make a lot. I think it's like Orthodox Jews. They make the woman cut all the hair off bald and they put a wig on.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And the black girls, they just have straight up weave in their head. Bro.
It's a wig?
It's a wig. You didn't know that?
No.
Yo, they cut their hair off baldy and a wig. I've explained this to a lot of females who wear weave a lot. Dudes do not want to try to run their hand through your hair and it's weave. No one's feeling that. Nobody. I hate to be a jerk and I hate to come down on the sisters.
Yeah.
But no one's feeling weave like that. I know they're feeling it because of whatever, but
yeah.
No one's really feeling weave. In fact, a lot of people you don't even want to bring up the fact that your girl wears weave, really.
Yeah.
No one's trying to hear that. Nobody.
Look, man, it's just not ideal. It's not. I don't.
As a scientist might say about certain technologies on this planet, it's not sustainable. It's not. It's not sustainable. You try putting your hand through the hair, you just go straight past tracks. It's metal. Like they got metal that's holding the hair down. No one's feeling that. Like, stop with the weave. No one.
You're like pleading. You're like
nobody wants that.
Yeah.
Like, and I know people gonna come down on me for that and be like, "Yo, why you gotta whatever?"
Nah, but come on, they know. No, y'all know we don't like weave.
No one wants that.
I know that.
No.
Just cut your hair short. It looks.
I'll deal with dreads. I'd even deal with dreads. I'd even deal with dreads.
Yeah.
The weave.
What about the dark Caesar?
Let me explain something really quick.
Yeah, I think it looks good. It looks really good on some women though. Not when it's like black, right? Like when they dye it blonde. I'm telling you, it looks good on some women.
Listen, I used to take offense to this, but I don't take offense to it no more. I don't know if you're aware of this phrase. This is gonna sound fucked up. I don't know if you're aware of this phrase. There's girls, right? There's black girls who dye their hair blonde. Are you aware that people call them Duracell batteries?
No.
Don't let people roast you guys like this, yo. There's people out here calling. Listen, and I've heard it. There's people out here calling you guys Duracell batteries because your body's black and your hair is blonde. Don't let people roast you guys like this.
But it don't even look like a Duracell battery.
It does look like a Duracell battery. Bro,
it doesn't look like a Duracell battery, bro.
Bro, it looks like a Duracell battery. Come on. I'm not trying to violate. It's just I've heard it and I mistakenly laughed at it. But there's people
just like me.
There's people calling you guys Duracell batteries. Don't let them do this. They're really getting up in here by calling you that. A Duracell battery is so specific that it's too funny to not laugh at. Don't let them call you that.
It's really, they don't look like, honestly, I can say 100%, I don't believe they look like Duracell batteries at all.
Bro, if you have a dark Caesar,
that's really funny.
If you have a dark Caesar and maybe a high top fade, and the top of your hair is blonde and you're dark.
Okay, but
you look at Duracell battery.
Alright, but they don't get high top fades.
Some of them do.
Alright, so then
I've seen a couple that
I haven't seen it. Thank God. I have to thank my stars.
They're out here looking like Jack from Tekken.
You mean Paul?
They're out here looking like Paul from Tekken, bro. Don't let them.
All I'm saying is that
I'm with you guys.
It could work for some. It's definitely not for all. It's not for all, but it could work for some.
Listen, let me explain another thing.
Whether they look like a Duracell battery or not,
that's hilarious.
It's pretty funny. I gotta give it up. It's pretty funny.
Let me explain something else. No more micro braids.
What's micro braids?
The micro braids are the really tiny braids. Where they put like 1 million of them in their head, and it literally looks like they probably have a little tiny bit of hair, and the micro braid is holding on to the little bit of tiny bit of hair that they have in their head.
Don't they do that to grow their hair?
That's what the myth is. But when they take the micro braid out, their hair is never longer. I'll explain this to you guys. I'm with you. I'm on your team. I'm team black female. But the jokes are piling up, and there's nothing I can do about the jokes. At all. The micro braids have to go. Yeah. The doodle braids have to go. Whatever braid you guys got going on that makes a lump over here with the braid that comes down, that gotta go too.
Make a lump?
Yeah.
Oh, the bump?
Yeah, that has to go too. All that stuff has to go, and I hate to be a jerk. I'm just trying to help you guys out.
Yeah.
Look, you could roast me too. I know someone's gonna roast me for something. I get it. But I'm just trying to tell you what the world is doing to y'all. Like, behind your back. They're eating you guys out here. Once they had the comfortability to drop the Duracell joke, I was like, they're eating y'all out here. Don't let them do that.
That's a really good... I still don't think they look like Duracell batteries, but...
Bro.
That's a really good joke, man. That's hilarious.
Bro.
Did you say that? You said they look like Duracell batteries?
I didn't say that. I heard the joke from some Spanish girls. If you want to be technical, listen. I'm gonna explain something. I'm gonna explain something really, really quick. All right. When someone's like, "Oh, they're making fun of me" or whatever, just understand that they have that gut intuition from somewhere. When black girls be like, "Oh, Spanish girls don't like black girls," there's something going on there because I've been around a lot of Spanish girls and they do have jokes for days about black girls. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
They got jokes about black people, period.
Right.
Spanish people, they might have, listen, growing up the way I grew up, Spanish people might have more jokes against black people than white people do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As far as I can tell.
I think a lot of people know that.
Or maybe white people just don't be telling jokes about black people to their face.
The ones they tell aren't funny.
Or maybe it's not funny. But Spanish people, they got some hitters.
Hits, man.
They got some hits towards black people, and I just want to say, listen.
I gotta restock my ammo too.
Listen, all I'm saying is that's what I've noticed.
Yeah.
Spanish people be out here trying. A lot of them got the same problems as black people, but they still want to fuck around and make fun of black people. All I'm saying is that once that Duracell joke came out, I just want to tell you guys. You should just abandon that look because the Duracell joke is too accurate and too funny for you to keep the hairstyle. Yeah. Number 2, the other joke, I hate to be a jerk, and I know if someone comes across this, they're gonna think of me as a hating type person. Okay. There's something called a ponytail. Spanish people out here using a joke saying black girls don't have ponytails. They have oxtails because the hair is not long enough to be a full ponytail. I'm trying to share with you what they're saying about you right here. Yeah. All right, stop letting them get these jokes off.
Why they got jokes, man?
Stop
what did black people do to them that they got jokes?
The oxtail joke.
That's pretty good. That's clever.
That's really fucked up and funny, but
yo,
good.
You can't let them say that.
I'm your brother. I'm trying to help y'all.
Damn.
Someone straight up said she got an oxtail. When I went online to get more information to look at what an oxtail looked like, it looked really accurate. Yo,
I've never seen an oxtail before.
Bro, they're out here violating, bro. I've been drinking too much, man.
This is oxtail? The food? This is what everyone goes ham for?
Yo.
This looks like a turkey neck bone.
Bro. It's not funny, guys. Don't say that no more. No more. That's fucked up. That is fucked up. No bueno.
This looks like turkey neck bone.
Bro. When I heard that joke.
Mercy. Thanks for the follow, bro.
When I heard that joke, I had no recourse for it because I said, listen, the age I am now, I don't even care about race, politics, or nothing like that anymore. Really. Yeah. So if someone saw that shit now today with me, I wouldn't care. I'm talking about the man I was before. The man I was before, I defended everything that was black.
Yeah.
The man I am now, I'm an American.
Right.
The man I am now, I'm a straight up American. I don't care black, white, Chinese. If you're American, you're American.
Right.
Team America. That's how I am right now.
Yeah.
Before, I was Team Black. When they came through with the Duracell battery joke, I tried to defend black women and I couldn't because it was so accurate.
It's not accurate.
Bro.
They don't look like dirt.
Think about
the top of their head is blonde.
Bro, think about the context of the joke.
Brum, thanks for the follow. Before, look, I hold on. Brum says, I'm scared to talk to black people because I think they will KO me and scream World Star.
Time out. Wait, hold on. Wait.
Which is...
Wait.
Yeah.
Hold on, first of all. Whoa. First of all, can you read that comment back one more time?
I'm scared to talk to black people because I think they will KO me and scream World Star. He put 4 R's at the end of World Star.
Time out.
World Star.
If this was me 10 years ago, I would have been like, that's racist. The person I am now, I cannot lie, that is hilarious. I cannot lie. That's hilarious.
You're enabling him.
I'm sorry to enable him, but that is classic. That's classic. To this day,
white people yell World Star too.
They do, but they only yell World Star. No, they only. Let's be honest here. They only yell World Star because black people made it a thing to be on the World Star after someone gets knocked out. Let's be honest here. I spent way too many hours on World Star. No, listen, I'm not gonna lie here.
I can't believe that's a thing. I didn't realize it's a thing,
bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
There was a certain time in my life where I was on World Star so much, I was waiting for something to happen in life just so I could take my phone out and yell World Star.
World Star.
Let's be honest here. I can't disagree with that.
We gotta blame World Star for that recording culture.
Of course, everyone blames World Star for that.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, it's a dope line to yell at this point.
Yeah.
We can't take no one.
No, actually, I think it's kind of played out. It's kind of done.
No, it's not played out, bro. It's hilarious.
All videos I've been shown of someone yelling World Star is a black person.
It's fair. Listen, I just want to listen.
It is a majority for sure.
It's a majority, but let's be honest here. I hope this isn't going too far from this conversation. It's just something that I noticed in addition to the World Star comment. Let's be honest here.
White person is usually KO'd or running. All right, bro. You got jokes. Okay.
Let's be honest here. Look, I'm gonna be very honest. I knew black people could fight. I always knew. Everyone knows black people could fight.
Yeah.
World Star really showed black people could fucking fight.
That's scary.
They weren't just knocking people out. They were doing specific, really technical grab German suplex techniques that I've only seen in the UFC. Yeah. These are real techniques. Like someone will straight up go for a punch. They'll literally duck, go for the grab, slam. Yeah. It'll be a real.
It's like the punch is just a feint.
It's a real technical technique. I cannot lie about it.
Yeah. I don't want to show a video.
Let's be honest here, bro. I'm not. Look, all I want to say is I was there too, where I wanted to yell World Star when something really bad was going on.
Yeah,
it's contagious. If today someone jumped and someone just ran through the door and just yelled World Star, I would either start running or I would yell World Star also. There's two. You got
oh shit, what's going on?
You got two options here, bro. Yeah. If you want to stay alive, you're either gonna yell World Star or you're gonna start running. I understand what he's saying. This is what I'm trying to look. To get back to my point, To get back to what I was really trying to get at, all I'm saying is when I was in that frame of mind, when I was in the Jay-Z frame of mind, all black everything, when people were saying girls were looking like Duracell batteries, I had to laugh. There was nothing I could do. I tried to defend them.
Yeah.
I tried to say it's an edgy look. I tried. But look at the context of the joke. Let's just look at it. Let's just break it down. The context of the joke. The girl was very dark.
Okay.
A Duracell battery is dark.
Yes, this is black, yeah.
She dyed her hair blonde. The tip of the Duracell battery is blonde.
It's not. That's what I'm saying. It's not.
The tip of the
blonde.
battery is bronze.
Yeah.
In comparison, if someone showed you a picture and showed you her standing side by side to a Duracell battery, you would laugh. As much as you don't want to laugh, you're gonna laugh because you're gonna say it has nothing to do with race. It's not a racial thing.
It's not.
To say that is hilarious.
Yeah.
I feel bad, and I know people are gonna hate me for saying this. Let's look at Don Imus, and I know a lot of people. Let's see anyone.
I was gonna bring that up last time.
Oh, let's say anyone. If someone in there doesn't know who Don Imus is, right?
Yeah.
Don Imus was a radio show host. He was watching a female basketball game, and I think the female basketball players they started fighting or some shit.
Nah, they were just winning.
They were winning.
They were just winning their game.
They came back and they were doing a press conference, and I think they did something like they won like on a crazy level or something. Like that.
Yeah.
However, they didn't look great. Like they weren't. They
had the hair in braids.
They had the hair in braids.
Dreads.
Some of them wasn't necessarily looking like Beyonce. Let's be honest here, right? So
That's
Don Imus is a white old dude. He's on the radio station. I'm not agreeing with him.
Yeah.
All I'm saying
we don't agree.
He said, "Whoa, those some nappy-headed hoes." Yeah. Now look, the phrase, just the phrase, because I've been living with this since I was like, I've been living with this. I was around at that time when he first said it. Let's look at the phrase. He said, "Nappy-headed hoes." Okay.
Yeah.
If you take Don Imus out, who's a white radio show host, and put a black person in and said, those some nappy-headed hoes, it would have been hilarious, okay?
Yeah, true.
The only problem is, because Don Imus is white, and it's no offense to white people.
Not true. Maybe.
Sometimes you guys just don't know how to say stuff that makes it sound funny.
Right.
Because if it was a black person, it would say, they're nappy-headed hoes, and it would have sounded funnier.
I mean, he said it kind of funny.
But Don Imus did say it pretty funny. He might have some black in him.
Oh my god, it was hilarious.
I know this is dangerous. I know this is dangerous.
Yeah, it wasn't funny at the time, right? Because it was.
I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny, but it's just that the media didn't think it was funny, so I started thinking, should that be funny?
I didn't think it was funny, but I didn't think, or at the time, I couldn't see the outrage. I didn't see the huge outrage at the time. I honestly didn't. I really didn't see the huge outrage at the time. I was just like, what part of it was bad? Was it he called them hoes? Was it because he said it was nappy headed? Is it because he said he was white? I really did not get it.
It's really just the nappy part,
right? At like a couple years ago, I heard it again. Dude, that shit was hilarious.
You laughed.
Yeah, it was really funny.
You know how I know that the phrase is funny? Even if this is how I know. I don't think it's a racist thing. If you take the word nappy out, he could have said anything.
Yeah, exactly.
And I still would have laughed because the funny part of it isn't nappy.
It's the way he said?
No, the funny part is headed. Because that's the adverb that you could have added on to any other word and it would have been funny.
Right.
Let's say a bunch of them had pimples on their face. Those some pimply headed hoes. It would have sounded funny because to add headed.
There's some pimple headed hoes.
It would have been funny. Yeah, first of all, the word hoe is hilarious to me. So if you add any of that stuff together, it's gonna be funny.
Oh man.
But however, I will say this: I understand if society doesn't think it's funny.
Yeah. Right.
And decides that black women need to be protected from language like that. I get if they want to do that.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, I personally, the first time I heard it, even though I knew what the outrage was about, I chuckled a little bit because it sounded ridiculous. That's the end of my rant. I apologize because I do this a lot by accident, but Gotta be very honest with you.
Apple Ad says Don Imus is a pure racist. Proven by Howard Stern and Robin Quivers.
Bro, whoa.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Before you get into that.
All right.
Wersty Squad says Duracell isn't that bad. Scotch people get called sheep shaggers.
Whoa.
Which sounds pretty bad. Wait. And he also says, and with the guy on the right, we need thicker skin. Yeah.
Sure. We need thicker skin. We're in this weird culture where
I don't think the girls even cared.
I don't think they cared.
They didn't care. I remember they asked them about it. They were just like, all right, whatever. Can we talk about how we won the game?
They didn't even give a
fuck.
fuck.
They cared.
Now, time out. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to... What's his name?
Worsty?
I'm not trying to offend you.
Yeah, we know what shaggers means.
What? No, I don't know what that means.
It means they have sex with sheep.
Come on. That's ridiculous. No one really thinks you guys have sex with sheep. Honestly, let's say you didn't say that. Mm. I thought that this meant that they're shearing a lot of sheep. Like that they get a lot of cotton from sheep.
Right.
I wouldn't have known that was a term, bro. Mm. Who's calling you guys that? Is it white people?
I think it might be white Americans.
That's just...
Or other people in the UK, probably.
You know what? I didn't realize that because of Austin Powers. Austin Powers uses that word shag.
Right, exactly.
I thought it literally meant like they're shearing sheep. Like they're getting the pick.
He said, I don't know, but it's funny.
like, I'm not even... certain things, I don't know, man. There's certain shit you just can't take. I would not take offense to the term sheep shagger. Like, because it sounds so... It sounds so out of this world that I'll be like, where did you even get that from?
Right.
Where did you...
I feel like that's kind of why...
Come on.
If it's a joke, it's a joke, man. Like, there's no way he actually thinks any of them are hoes. Maybe he thinks they're nappy.
He might think it, but... Who is Don? First of all, Don Imus, the guy's like 80,000
I didn't know Don
Imus
Imus existed before that.
I really didn't either. Wait, but okay, so look.
It's better if you take the sheep to the edge of the mountain, they push back more.
Alright, well,
Jesus Christ.
Bro, wait. Hold on.
That's a cursed comment right
there. Let me get to this really quick, because I'm gonna end up forgetting, because I have terrible, awful memory. While we're on the subject, I just want to take the time to address this, because I know a lot of people might come after me after this, and I just want to get it out in the air, because it's not me speaking. This is the American public speaking. Me, I'm talking, it's not really me. I'm possessed by the American people, what we're all somewhere deep down thinking.
Okay.
I don't understand what the negative aspect of Asian people eating dogs and cats.
Okay.
Here's why I don't get it.
All right.
This is my issue. You ready?
Ready.
Because we should all really think about this. Okay?
I'm ready.
We eat hamburgers.
Yeah.
No problem.
Mm-hmm.
We eat fish. No problem. We eat crabs, lobster. These things eat shit from the dirt of the bottom of the sea. We eat ostrich. We eat bison.
Yeah.
Let's say for a second, because I really don't know. Let's say for a second Asian people eat cats and dogs. What is the difference between cat and dog meat than there is from cow meat? Right. It's just a different animal.
Yeah.
It's just meat. There's people who eat fish eggs. There's people who eat frogs. There's people who eat all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck if it's a dog or cat meat that will get in the...
It's probably something they don't want to hear all the time. That's it.
But they make it seem like... Not they, as in Asian people make it seem, but...
They make it seem like it's a... I mean, it's the same thing with fried chicken and watermelon.
Society makes it seem like, oh my God, you said they eat cat and dogs. It's just another animal. I don't understand. Is it because people have that as a pet?
Oh, yeah, that too.
Because look, truth be told, and I've heard this from Spanish people, Americans love guinea pigs as a pet. If you fucking go to Peru or fucking South America, they fucking love guinea pig and iguanas. Just because it's a cow dog, I don't understand what's the big hoopla.
Right. Rusty says it's true from a moral standpoint, from a moral point of view. It's part cultural and part the automatic repulsion caused by having bonds with them as a pet.
Listen, get over. the people who get into this thing like I don't eat cat or dog. Get over yourself, bro.
Right.
Because you eating all the other animals on this planet.
That was the thing too. They were like, in Venezuela, they're having some issue or whatever. They're having some issues in Venezuela. And I read a headline that was like, "Oh, Venezuelans now have Venezuelans were taught how to eat cats and dogs because there's no other food."
Bro, these people are animal racists. They're calling for the genocide of cows and chicken, but cats and dogs are a protected class. If you have a problem with cats and dogs being eaten, you're racist against certain animals.
Yeah, I guess.
Now, I think you're racist, and I want to call protests against you. Now we're back to square one.
Now everybody's miserable.
Now everyone's miserable. We're back to square fucking one. The Indian people don't eat cows because they're sacred. Okay? We love cows. We kill them every day to make a hamburger.
Yeah. We kill a lot a day.
We kill a lot every day.
Shit ton a day.
Where's the balance here? People eat turtle soup.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which I've heard is really good.
I've heard turtle soup is amazing.
Yeah, it's really good.
I've heard turtle soup is amazing. I remember I went to one Caribbean party. Everyone is dancing, having a good time.
Yeah.
Amazing. Everyone's having fun with each other. But guess what? The party stopped at one point. The music stopped. I see a guy come in the back with a black bag. He takes the black bag off. It's in it. Everyone starts cheering once he takes the black bag off. Guess what it is? It's a fucking 6 feet iguana. The fattest iguana I've ever seen. And everyone starts cheering because they're going to have iguana meat on a shish kebab.
What the hell?
Stop being animal racist, all right? Treat all animals equally. Eat all animals equally. I'm a public landowner. Let's do it.
I'm going to eat cat or dog, though.
You don't know that. Fried wonton might be cat or dog. You still don't know what the meat is in fried wonton.
I don't eat it that much.
But you eat it.
Alright, I mean...
What about fried dumpling? Like fried dumpling? That's the same meat. We don't know what the fuck that is.
No, whatever is in fried dumpling, that's a different type of mystery meat than what's in fried wonton.
But it tastes good.
It does. Chickens are animal too. Yeah.
Chickens are animals
too. What I'm saying.
I don't understand how people have the audacity to be like, to create some sort of weird class where this animal can't be eaten. This is what I'm trying to get at.
But there are animals that don't taste good.
What?
There are animals that don't taste good.
Which animal?
I don't want pigeon.
Well, first of all, you take that back right now.
Take it back.
Because I love pigeon. I had pigeon in a certain place and it tasted amazing.
I did
Cooked it up in the sauce real good.
It felt like
you didn't like the texture. The texture was tough.
Yeah,
but
the sauce was good. I ate what I could of the sauce, but the texture. But that's what's important. Is the texture of the meat.
I mean, lamb. The texture of meat and lamb is really tough, but it tastes really good if you put it in curry. Yeah, the texture of lamb is really tough. Same thing with goat.
No.
Yeah, bro.
It's supposed to be softer.
Depends on how long you cook it. Look, let's be honest here. Every cultures around the world.
Should you try human meat?
All right, bro. Come on.
You know, it's worsty. Everything is life or death with worsty.
He goes to the extreme.
Yeah.
He goes to the extreme. No.
But there are people who, obviously there are people who do it.
I'll say this. If it comes to life and death, there's only about 5 people left on the planet. Okay? 5 people left on the planet. There's no vegetables. There's nothing else to eat. No herbs. No peanuts. No cashews. I love cashews. No almonds.
Yeah.
No avocados. It's all gone. But I have to kill a human being to eat. I might have to kill you, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Hate for it to get that way. But I might have to do it. It depends on what the dire situation is. There's no animals left on the planet and no food left. I might have to kill somebody.
You wouldn't chop off your own arm? You eat your own arm?
How am I gonna chop off my own arm? What happens next time I'm hungry? I can't even chop off this arm because I don't have an arm to chop it off with. Nullified. I can't do that.
Just suicide.
I can't do that. And unfortunately, I hate to say this because this is literally coming off of a movie I just watched called The Bad Batch. It had the fucking dude from Aquaman.
The Aquaman?
Yeah, the dude from Aquaman. He had to, and it was this girl. and she was in there, and she was like in this dystopian future where people were just straight up cannibals. Like they cut her arm off and her leg off in the beginning of the movie. She was out here just trying to live through the whole 2 hours of not having an arm or a leg. It made me understand cannibalism. I'm sorry to say it, but I feel like I understand a little bit better.
Right.
Before the movie, I probably wouldn't have done it. After the movie, it's impossible. Unless there's rabbits around.
Brum Brum says yeast on vagina also tastes good.
Okay, bro. Listen.
I can help you with that, alright?
If that's what you want to eat, you go for it. I would recommend this. Instead of going for that, why don't you scrape it off and make bread? Don't eat it. There's a win-win. There's a win-win.
But you'll eat the bread.
You'll eat the bread, but
it'll be cooked. It'll be disease free.
It will be cooked. It's a different compound then. It's a different chemical.
Something else. You're making it edible. Actually edible. You know, you might get salmonella. Like that.
What?
You might get salmonella just eating yeast off of a vagina. It's like a salmonella.
I don't think those two are related at all.
Yeah. Eating like raw bread or raw cookie dough, that gives you salmonella.
I thought salmonella's from chickens.
Nah, it's just you can get it from eating raw chicken or trying raw chicken. That's only from here. But yeah, you can get salmonella from eating raw bread products, right? Pretty sure.
Bro, I never heard of this.
Worsty says, I'm talking about someone who has died of natural death and cook them up. Old people probably don't taste good, right? And I wouldn't want to eat a cancer.
If I had to guess, old people probably taste like flavorless bacon. It's chewy, but not a whole lot of flavor in there. If I had to guess, all the flavor kind of just got old too and just went away.
Yeah.
Was that the question?
That was his question. Okay, someone died prime meat of age, but of a heart attack.
I hate to say this. If they died of a heart attack, they probably weren't eating great anyway. They were probably eating a lot of salty foods. They probably taste like bacon.
So it would be good.
Might taste good. It might. I don't.
Well, look. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? They do have a burger that simulates human flesh. That you could taste.
Who said this?
I've seen it. Oh, they want us to read another cursed comment.
Why? What is this cursed comment thing?
I don't know. We know what you did, Professor Shanks.
He's back?
He's back.
What is wrong with this guy?
We know what you did, Professor Shanks.
What does he want us to read this for?
We're on to you.
Why is he so obsessed with this stuff? I wanted to really listen, Professor Shanks. I want you to really just take time and think about why are you so involved in this, bro? There's a million other things to read. Why do you need us to say this?
Do you want to read it?
I don't know.
I read it. It doesn't seem as bad as the other one. You want me to read it? Or do you want to read it?
Let me read it. And then I'll decide.
Alright, we're gonna read it. But Brum Brum says this is a documentary of a Japanese guy who ate few females when he went to France. He even wrote a book about it. He wasn't even punched for some reason. He's living free in Japan.
Like Hannibal Lecter?
He's saying he just ate a few females like he went to a restaurant. He's saying that like it's mad natural.
But is he saying he's not saying that in a sexual way? Like he ate a few females out. Can we get into
no? He's saying like he's saying literally ate, like he cooked them. If you're out, man, later. Thanks for stopping by. We'll be back tomorrow around the same time. Yeah,
what is Professor Shanks with this thing? This reading stuff.
Yeah.
Wait, Wait, come on, bro.
Yeah.
What is his deal with this, bro?
Are you copying these?
Huh?
Is he copying these?
He might be copying them. He might really be copying them, but I really don't know. The dude said he killed them though.
Yeah,
he said he killed the females. Look,
you're right. Like Hannibal Lecter style. You described how hard it is to cut skin with a kitchen knife. Jesus Christ! I think that's more cursed than whatever Professor Shanks said.
But why would that be more? It wouldn't just cut through the same way.
I feel like it would. When you cut yourself when you're cooking with a knife, that's pretty easy.
Bro, I've cut myself with paper before. It can't be that bad.
Maybe to like
And it didn't look that hard in the movie either.
Yeah. I feel like if you have a meat cleaver, that should just cuts through anything.
If you have a for real meat cleaver,
yeah,
I think it'll cut through anything. Especially because the tip,
maybe this dude is just weak.
the top piece of it is heavier.
Yeah, so it's like a momentum.
Blade, so it's more of a momentum deal, and it kind of just.
Yeah.
I would encourage everyone to watch this movie though, Bad Batch. It was a really dope movie. Jim Carrey was in it. Jim Carrey was in it. Keanu Reeves was in it. And you know, Keanu Reeves is the same person every movie.
Right.
So he came through like, what do you want this for? Like, he was the same person.
I just see a cholo. Is that true?
He played a cholo.
Who?
Aquaman. Awful accent. It was so bad. He literally decided, he went to maybe a speech class and just decided every word that starts with the Y, just put a J there, and that's going to be my Spanish accent. That was the movie.
That's racist.
But maybe. But it was, all in all, it was a really good movie. The chick from it, this is how bad she was. The main chick from it. And I encourage everyone to go look it up and see and tell me if I'm fucking lying. She only had a leg and an arm.
In the movie.
In the movie. And she was still bad. And she only had 2 limbs, and she was still bad. Tell me she's not bad.
Suki Waterhouse?
That her name?
Was a character named Arlen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She wasn't bad?
She's
bad.
cute, man.
She's bad. She's not bad? They had her walking around in Poom Poom shorts the whole movie.
Yeah.
Whole movie. That's how you know when a chick is bad. Like, she could be missing limbs. And you might, in the back of your head, you're like, I might still ask her if she wants to go out.
Yeah.
She had a wooden leg, bro. With a limp. Straight up arm missing.
It's better than having no limbs. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, to put things into perspective, at one point she was on a skateboard using just the right side of her body to get somewhere. And I still, in the back of my head, I was like, she's still pretty bad.
I'll watch the movie.
You should watch it. I think you would like it. Like it.
Brum Brum gave us the documentary, but it's a 46-minute video, so
I'll watch it. We're not gonna watch it here, but I'll definitely watch it. My man, let me explain something about Keanu Reeves in this movie, though. Can I explain something about him in this movie? Bro, my man it wasn't even a harem. My man had just pregnant chicks all around him with Uzis. All of them bad.
That's dope. Wait, you said they were pregnant?
They were pregnant. He was building a society with just bad bitches and Uzis.
That's still dope.
And he wore these funky ass sunglasses, bro.
Yeah.
And the room that he was living, that room that like led to his doorway, it was just blue. It was just blue.
It was just like cyberpunk.
I don't know what that is.
Cyberpunk is like it's like futuristic. Everything is tech. There's a chip plant in your head.
Nah, it wasn't all that.
Okay.
But
like,
it was that without technology. It was that, yeah.
Like Book of Eli?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It was exactly like Book of Eli.
All right. You just say it was dystopian, so yeah.
My man straight up named Keanu Reeves, and I don't even think the writer had this idea. I think Keanu Reeves named himself this shit. He named himself the Dream. He didn't just name himself the Dream. He named himself the Dream, and all his bitches that was pregnant with the Uzis, all their shirts said the Dream.
That's kind of dope. Keanu's doing something dope, man.
Bro, let me explain something. He had a tall ass stairway. When the girl with the no arm went up against him, guess who filled up the stairway? It's a big ass stairway. Guess who filled up the stairway? Pregnant bitches with Uzis that had a shirt that said the Dream.
Let me see.
Come on, bro. Who's not thinking that, like, yo, if I could really, really have everything I wanted. If I could have everything I wanted.
Yeah.
Live in a mansion, have bitches with Uzis that protect me, and all gonna have my kids. With no arguments or telling me how your day was. Let's be honest here.
Yeah. Oh, they just pulled up the part you were talking about.
Huh? What's that?
That was her.
Oh, yeah. Yo, listen. My man went, he went ham on them in this movie. When I say he went ham, I'm just talking about the idea of him went ham.
Yeah.
The idea of him, I think every dude is just in the back of their mind somewhere. I don't care if you're fucking married. I don't care if you have a girlfriend. I don't care if you have a high school sweetheart. I don't care if you built a life with somebody. I don't give a fuck. Somewhere in the back of your head, you're like, he's winning right now.
Yeah.
You're saying it just that calm and that quiet. You're watching the movie.
You just agree.
You just agree.
Usually, like, yeah.
You're like,
yeah,
he's winning right now. I can't put my finger on how he's winning, but he's winning right now. And he was in charge of the plumbing for the whole city. So in his head, he was God. He was just like, I'm preventing diseases. I got bitches. They all protect me. And some people's minds, they would be angels. He's winning. Winning. And he was a DJ.
You sure this wasn't Cyberpunk?
At some point in time, he was DJing from a huge radio, from a huge fucking old ass looking radio, like a huge boombox. He was at the top of the boombox DJing, asking people if they want to be him.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I want to be you, but if I try to do it, you're gonna kill me. You know you're gonna kill me if I try to go up there and do that.
Trap question.
It's a trap question.
It's a trap question, bro.
But you know what? Your glasses are cool. You're providing everyone drugs and water. You're the king.
Yeah.
If you're in any society where someone is providing drugs and water, most people don't even feel like they really need to eat. They really most decide they need water and drugs.
Yeah.
If you're the person in any sort of society where you're providing drugs and water, and you have a harem of bitches with Uzis, you're winning. He took the word American out. He just decided he's just a dream. You trying to tell me everyone doesn't want to be that?
Come on, man.
He wore all white sometimes.
From what I saw, he was wearing all white.
I always want to do that.
Chilling.
I have nowhere to go.
Yo, you're not chilling unless you're wearing all white.
Yo, any serious movie you've seen where there's like a serious there's like a ridiculous headmaster somewhere, like a main boss somewhere, like especially if drugs are involved.
Yeah.
And my dude is wearing white, and he doesn't have doors to his home. He just has those weird shades that he just walks through when he has to talk to you.
Those beads?
The beads?
Yeah.
He's wearing all white and white slippers. He's winning. He's winning.
You can't even imagine.
I don't even know what type of cloth that's made out of.
Yeah.
But he's winning. He's winning. Keanu Reeves winning that movie, bro. Aquaman was losing. Think about that. Think about what Aquaman looks like. My man is like 800 pounds, straight muscle. Only thing this motherfucker was eating was rabbits in the desert. Keanu Reeves, they didn't even show this nigga eating. Nigga probably don't even need to eat.
Right.
Probably just living off of life.
You just assume he's already eating great anyway. Good. You already assume.
He's eating good. Come on. Out of the 20 bitches that are Uzi, you trying to tell me none of them could cook?
Yeah. That could probably, the best thing about it, they could probably all cook.
All of them.
Oh, that's a prerequisite.
Killed it. I encourage everyone to go see that movie. Listen, if I fucked it up for you by giving you the explanation, I apologize. But it's really a good movie. Really good movie. Yo, I've been watching a lot of Marine movies lately.
What, like Navy SEALs type shit? Or like...
It's not Navy SEALs type shit. It's... The last one I watched that I just thought was really dope was... What's the dude from... who shoots the arrows?
Jeremy Renner? Hawkeye from Avengers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo.
What you talking about? Born Ultimatum?
Nah, the movie I saw him in was yesterday, and this nigga was in a movie called I think it was called Born Today or some shit. But he was the dude that goes in Iraq and dismantles bombs.
Oh, The Hurt Locker.
You saw this?
No, that's like an Oscar-winning movie. Called Born Today.
My bad. I figured about myself. Anyway, killed it in that movie.
Did he win an Oscar for that?
Listen, if he didn't win the Oscar,
the movie the director of that movie won an Oscar. I think it was the same woman who directed Wonder Woman.
If that movie didn't win an Oscar, I'm gonna get really fucking upset.
It was directed by Catherine Bigelow.
Bro, he went HAM in that movie.
Yeah.
He went ham in that movie. Killed it.
Yeah, the director won an Oscar for Best Director.
My man was walking. Listen. My man was walking through bombs.
Yeah.
Like they could not go off and obliterate his body.
Right.
And did it with a fucking smile. Like,
did he have that suit on, that Juggernaut suit?
He had the he had the Juggernaut suit on. Walking through, taking bombs off, like just clipping bombs, like the same way you would clip through paper. My man was clipping the little wires on the bombs like a beast.
Yeah.
Laughing about it. The rest of the team, bro, you can't be out there clipping bombs like you're not gonna die. You know what his answer was? And I think this should be everyone's answer. Bro, his answer was, you'll get it one day.
Wow.
Listen, if anyone is out there questioning your work ethic, and your answer is, you'll get it one day, that needs to be your answer. All the time. Don't worry about other people questioning your work ethic. You need to say, you'll get it one day. What's this?
Professor Shanks is back.
Professor Shanks, bro, what is this? Let me read this. Bro, come on. Why do you like this? Why do you operate this way, bro? Why does he operate this way? I hope you know what? For his sake, I really hope he's just copy and pasting this stuff, because if
I don't think he is.
I
don't
hope
think he's
so.
Copy and pasting.
If he's thinking of these things, it's not that you have real problems, but you should try to figure out why you think of these things.
I think the first one that they had is Reed. The first one that they had is Reed. I think that one was like that was that guy's like ace.
He said it's copy and paste, guys. You know, I don't know if I believe this guy.
I don't believe you, bro.
I don't know if I believe this guy.
It's copy and paste from you. Comes up with you made it up maybe like a week or two ago.
If he comes up, he says if he comes up with a better one. If he comes up with a better one, then we'll read it. If he comes up with a more creative one, site, if he comes up with a more creative one, we'll read it.
The other one, that other one was pretty good, bro. That guy was like, I love when my wife drools.
I wanted to come up with another one. If he comes up with a more creative one, then we'll read it.
Jesus Christ.
But listen, please, if you guys have the chance, whatever you do, if you smoke, drink, whatever shit you do, watch that movie. What's the name of the movie?
The Hurt Locker?
The Hurt Locker.
Yeah.
My man was... That answer by itself, I took that and applied it to my life. Someone asked me, yo, why do you work so hard? Oh, you'll get it one day.
Yeah.
How could you hate on that? I'm tired of people hating on shit, man.
No one hated on The Hurt Locker, man. Everyone loves that movie.
Nah, yo. I'm tired of... No, I'm speaking in general. I'm tired of people hating on stuff. No more hate on shit. Just love what people are doing. No more hating on people's shit, man. Just love what they're doing and call it a day. If someone's doing something dope and you see it like, I could do that. Don't hate on them. Just say, you know what? That's dope what they're doing.
Yeah.
I fuck with it. I've been there. I've been there as a younger dude. I've been there.
Hating is easy, man.
Yo, can I share a really quick story?
But we should end soon.
Yeah, we should definitely end soon. Let me share a quick story. I remember this dude, right? This is when I was working in retail. This dude who worked there. I'm not even trying to be whatever.
Yeah.
The dude could have been a model.
Right.
Could have been a model. So I'm talking dude is like 6'7". Just looks like he just works out every day as a hobby. Like when he's not eating, he probably just works out. He could have been a football player or some shit.
Right.
So there was a girl who liked him. And I don't remember. I don't know if it was. I don't even know if it was. It was so long ago that I don't remember if it was actually about a girl who liked him or not. But it literally, we were just talking about something about girls or something. And I looked at him and we were talking, and I was just like, listen, man, guys like me and you, we have to kind of shove the girls off.
You're an idiot, man.
Yo, when I think about it, at the time I didn't realize what I said.
Because you're the same guy that was like, damn, your schedule's all filled
Yo,
up.
I'm the same dude, oblivious. I was like, listen, man, guys like me and you, they don't know how to handle us, you know? You know, they get all worked up about stuff. You can't let that bother you.
Yeah.
When I think back on it, I remember the look he gave me, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Had no clue. I was oblivious to it. I was just like, yeah, you know, guys like me and you, they don't know any better. You know, they let their emotions get in the way.
Yeah.
When I think back on that story every day, I'm like, why? What was I talking about? Hilarious.
Done, man.
Me and this guy had zero in common.
Right.
I'm like 5'5". This guy's like 8 feet tall. Could literally be the same dude from The Bad Batch, Aquaman. And I'm just like, guys like me and you, kicking the bitches off. It's not working.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, Professor Shanks hit us with another one.
Let me read it. Let me see if it's as good as the last one. Then we can end. Because we've been going for like 3 hours.
We're not married. I'm single.
That was his last one?
This one.
Oh.
My uncle.
Nah, bro. This just looks like shit that really happened to you. It doesn't even seem like... It just seems like stuff that... It's not even... He could have worked harder than that. He's not...
I'm telling you, man. I don't know what it was, but the one about the drool...
Yeah. He's not...
The one about the drool was really good. Nah, we've been to Chris comments. We browsed the hot page and the new page.
I don't know. I feel like he's... I don't... Like, he said it's copied and pasted, but maybe it's just not from a better spot that he's getting it from. I don't know.
Always booth fan using this for me.
Oh, what?
No, I was just reading one of them.
But yeah, we can end this one because...
Yeah, for the work tomorrow?
Yo, I got... I mean, yeah, I guess I got work. I could really get this shit in by like 6 or like 7.
This is one of them.
But...
7 in the morning?
Huh?
7 in the morning?
Yeah. What?
That's another Chris comment.
Anyway, so... You good for tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm good for tomorrow.
Come back tomorrow.
Alright, everyone, thanks for watching. We're on the stream.
Yo, I really want Professor Shanks just tomorrow. I don't know. Come back with
If it's copy and paste, it's really copy and paste. Copy one that like made you laugh really hard.
Yeah.
Or like made you like, you know, whatever Chris comment is supposed to do. And then show
because that one wasn't good as the first day.
Yeah, the first one was disgusting. The second one was like really interesting.
It's kind of funny, but I say he come back like tomorrow. Come back with some serious ones.
Yeah,
like, come with some heavy hitters.
We're gonna end the stream. Everyone, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, follow the stream. We stream most weeknights around this time, like around 6 or 7. Usually around 6 p.m. we start the stream. 6 p.m. Eastern time.
6 p.m.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, 6. It's like 6 or later. 6 is like the usual. Got to look for us around 6.
I will attempt to not drink. I'll attempt it.
Yeah.
I'll try. I'm not making promises. I'm saying I'll try.
But we're out for now. We'll catch you guys next time.
Wait, I'll encourage everyone. Look, I'm gonna try not to drink.
Yeah.
But if I am drinking, I would encourage everyone else to drink too.
Right.
Just look, man. You're not gonna stay alive forever. You might as well go through some of it, not necessarily being sober. That's all I'm gonna say.
Home, if you're at home, you don't got nowhere to go. Have a drink.
Just if you're not gonna. You're not getting any younger.
Right.
You might as
also
well.
if you're of age too.
If you're of age.
Yeah, if you're of age.
You know. I mean, look. I'm not gonna lie. When I was, we'll get into that tomorrow.
Another time.
I'll say this: if I'm drinking, you might as well drink. You're not doing anything else.
Pull up.
You're not. Come on. That's it. We're out.
Later, guys.
Later.